Alright, so we are playing the first episode of the Order of Silver Arrows. I'm your Dungeon Master, Eric Scott.
Ooh.
I'm joined by Jonathan, playing Arungandir,
Yes.
the long thing of the tribe of Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, not the brags.
I'm joined by Zafrab, of Zafrab's Mysticarium. Yes. Where do you get your ointments?
What?
We're still working on a sales pitch. I'm joined by Andy, returning his Gosberg holes.
Yes!
And I'm joined over Discord by Meg, playing Torvi.
Yes. So if I sound weird, it's not just Discord. I am sick.
She's also sick, so multiple audio issues going on. Last we left off with the Silver Arrows, back in the calm year. You guys had been, your newest mission, your first ever mission, as part of the Order of Silver Arrows, assembled by the Silver Dragon Arryntal.
Yeah, we fucked it up.
Was to go.
Who is the bartender?
Yes, he was surly the bartender, the entire time.
The entire time he was serving me drinks while I was a drunkard, and he was a dragon, and he should have stopped me because that's bad. And poop on him.
You think poop
We all
on him?
make mistakes.
Did you just say poop on him?
Yes, you did.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so we're playing now, guys.
Okay.
We got our audio problems fixed. So you guys were you were asked to scout out some issues near the dwarven city of Emberhold.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is to the west quite a bit. They've been having some problems. Other people are scouting out. There's been news of basically giants causing trouble in different places. And as you guys step outside of the bar, you see your friend Gosberg standing on the corner with like a yellow exclamation mark above his head. RPG style.
Like a question.
So,
Hello!
if we don't engage him, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, he's got a side quest for you.
So don't look at him.
We walk by. Hello, guys! No.
It's like a Pokemon encounter.
Don't make direct eye contact.
Are we doomed, Arungandir?
We are so doomed.
Hi, guys, how's it going? I have been waiting on this corner for like 3 days, waiting for someone to help me. I am very hungry. I need to go to the bathroom really bad. Please, help. Please help me. I am just tired.
Where'd my notebook go? There it is.
I am just all kinds of tired right now.
Torvi
So-
goes up to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, do I have a quest?
You do.
What's the quest?
Okay, so
You didn't tell me any of this
no,
beforehand.
I told you a little bit. Like you have an aid mission.
Yeah.
And I figured I would explain it in game.
Okay.
So you know the Church of Shantaea will sometimes do aid missions.
Yes.
This is a thing you do. You have the ability to heal people, even those priests who aren't blessed with healing powers, such as yourself with your lay on hands ability. Like it's still a good thing to go out and help people.
Yes.
So there is a village in the swamps, sort of southwest of here, called Merkmatal.
No.
And it's deep in the swamp, and apparently there's been a very large outbreak of cackle fever down there.
Cackle fever.
Cackle fever. It makes you laugh until you die. It's
Joker
pretty.
venom.
It's really bad. It sucks.
And I'm immune.
You are immune. That is part of why you're going. The other part is that there has been like reports of like trolls on the road. And, like, a lot of merchants and travelers are, like, avoiding Merkmatal, both for disease and dangers on the road now.
Oh, disease and dangers.
And a lot of the medicine carts that have been going in there have not been coming back. So, yeah. So it's kind of dangerous.
So I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna be like, Gosberg, what are you doing?
Requesting help for an aid mission. I've been out here for about 3 days, just standing here. Please help
You have
me.
not been doing that. I was joking about the exclamation point.
Yes, I require assistance. Because, you know, I'm one man, and I need to go do an aid mission, and I thought I need capable hands. And whose hand is more capable than good old Dad? But he is not here, so I'm choosing the second best.
We're
Well.
busy.
You sure? There's a reward in it. I know how much adventurers love rewards. I should know.
What is it?
I could give you one of three things. I could either give you straight gold, I will give you a blessing, or you may pick something out of the community chest.
He's like, you can have this gold, or you can choose the box of mystery. Who knows what's in there?
Used underwear.
I'm gonna say, Godford, what is the aid mission?
Well, we have to go. I need to go to a. What is the place called?
Merkmetal.
I need to go to a swampy place called Merkmetal. There's an outbreak of cackle fever. I'm immune to said cackle fever. I do not think you are, but don't worry. Just don't worry.
Do I know what cackle fever is?
I'll explain it to you. It makes you. Well, it's a fever that's kind of like a fever in every sense of the word, except it will make you laugh until you die. I assume due to suffocation.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, why aren't you there already?
Oh, because apparently there are trolls on the road, and I am one man.
Also, you just decided to start out today. Like, this is news that just got to you like a few days ago.
Okay.
This is recent news.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The word travels not especially fast in these parts.
Yeah. I am like one man, and there are trolls on the road, apparently. So I want to hire some right old boys and elves in order to help fight.
Right on the board. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Vizier, Zaphab,
Yep.
you up for this? For an old friend of mine?
There is a community chest with items inside of it.
You could take your pick from the lost and found.
You can have one.
we'll cross that road when we get there. What do you think?
I guess so.
Let's do it.
It's not too far out of our way, is it?
No, actually, it's a small detour.
We're
I'm-
practically on the road there, so
Yes!
we'll see what we can do.
And remember, if you do get tackle fever, do not laugh in the direction of your other party members. You will die, and you will cause them to die eventually. It is a horrible disease. In the fact that as you are laughing, you will have complete knowledge that you will eventually die.
Do you know what's needed in order to create a potion in order to
Alright.
create an antidote for cackle
Well,
fever?
I honestly would just rub someone down until they're healed. I can do that.
okay. I will be sure not to do that.
Cure disease.
What do you think, Asgrick?
No, I'm joking. It's a Skyrim thing.
What was that, Meg?
I asked Asgrick what he thought
About what?
about going.
Asgerix is like, sure, I got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I have a
So
question.
Okay.
Am I bringing along potions or anything to cure these?
You have some healing
Or am I just
poultices.
going to have to spit on my hands and lay on hands?
That's
and
part
cure
of what people expect. That's part of what
Okay,
you're
cool.
expected to do, but at least whipped up some healing brews.
Cool. Good.
So hopefully that's a little bit, and then the rest you can do yourself over the course of however long you're gonna be there.
Well, let's do it. I could use the exercise.
Yes, you can.
We
Excuse
should
me.
probably get some horses or something so that we can travel faster.
Do you want to get horses?
Yeah, that's
only
what I'm
have the one
thinking,
horse
so we
in
can
town,
travel
though,
faster.
What was that?
I said I went to dire corgi.
There's no dire corgis.
No, just so we can travel faster.
Yeah, I mean,
Could
the church does have a horse and a cart.
It is a draft horse. It's
Yes.
meant for like pulling a plow.
Yes. We do have a horse and cart, which I assume we pretty much just use to deliver food around town, carry some random stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's a workhorse. It's not a riding horse.
Not right. Well,
I mean, you can ride it, but it's not he's not the fastest.
I mean, we could put everyone in the cart, and then we could use that as transportation if you guys want. But we're also going to need to deal with we're all going to need to give me a security deposit in case the horse dies.
Yeah, something tells me that would be very bad.
I can move on my own rather fast.
I can climb on his shoulders, right?
I forget.
You're half.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
What, Meg?
Yeah, okay. Let's
Zaprab
just
could probably
forget the
ride
horse
Asgrix.
idea.
Okay.
Okay,
What was that,
cool.
Meg?
I have 25
Forget
walking
the
speed,
horse
just so you know.
idea.
Okay.
25 walking speed, just so you know.
So yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're walking.
Show us the way then.
Yes! Adventure!
Alright, and you guys head out of Nutwood. Down the road, Tyler is gonna probably join us at some point, so we'll say Karina is with you guys.
Follow the
I
yellow
asked
dirt
Mordenkainen to
road.
cast wards
Follow
and
the
blitz.
yellow dirt road.
Mordenkainen does not answer the door.
Sold it. I just want him to help protect my store.
It's
It's your job. It's your job to protect your shop.
I don't have. I'm not high enough level to cast like.
Your
wards.
dad is watching the shop.
Okay.
Your dad's there. Do you bring your gazer with
Yes.
you? Have you named it by this point?
I haven't given him a name.
God damn
I'm
it.
still thinking of one.
Blue eyes.
Peeper would be perfect.
What?
Peeper.
Peepers.
Sure. Yeah, Peeper. That
Peeper?
works.
Peeper.
I like that.
All right, Peeper is following around. He's like,
We're walking on the road. We're walking on this dirt road. We're going to kill some people that
Hmm?
so they will not die.
no, Tyler did not get his owlbear
Wanted to know.
for many reasons.
I wish I had silence.
No, he's gonna try to get something else later down the road.
Psychosocial. Okay, well.
And while this entire time we're walking, Gosberg's just gonna be singing.
All right, yeah. So you guys, you walk for many an hour. You walk for many a day.
I'm plugging my ears.
Yeah. And after like
Also,
2
he
days,
snores, just so you know. So don't think that just because he's asleep, it's gonna be quiet.
Arungandir is really starting to not like you.
after about a day or two of travel, you like
Wait.
the
What
roads
did-
are getting
What
a
did Andy say?
what?
What did Andy say?
It's just Gosberg snores and shit. Okay, it's nothing Torvi isn't used to.
Oh, okay.
They were in the army together.
Maybe
Close
we're in the
quarters.
same squad.
Alright.
Plus, they were in the same adventuring party.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the roads are getting a little bit less maintained around these parts, and especially once you guys start getting into the swamp, just there's so many sections of road that are just gone, so you guys are going a lot slower. You're reaching a lot of points where there's just like the road has been covered up by like water, and then there's lilies on the water, and it's just like it's bullshit trying to get through this, so you have to wade through.
I am getting water in places I did not know I had.
Poor Asgrid.
You mean you're getting water on your penis?
Yeah, and it's starting to get dark, and who has the highest passive perception? Out of curiosity.
10.
It's 10 plus your perception bonus.
10 plus my 17.
12.
I don't know. What's mine?
Yours is 14.
17.
Okay, and I think Karina had a pretty good one. But Arungandir, you for sure notice, there are things following you at a distance. Like amid the sound of like swamp birds and other things. Swamp! You see in the distance
What do
like
the birds say?
Huh?
What do the birds say? Like out there like flying by.
Well, some of them are just talking to each other. They're like, "Yo, I'm over here. Yo, there's some good seed over here.
You can hear
Ooh,
birds.
stay away from that,
Yeah.
dude. Stay away from that green mofo. He'll eat you." Yeah, you definitely do see what looks like hundreds of yards away. Like you just see him for a second. Like there's a troll watching you.
We're being followed.
Good. Wait, by what?
If I'm right in thinking, troll.
Oh, that is bad. We should fight it off and Make sure not to attack us again.
We don't know how many there are. Can I look around and see if I see any more?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Let's do that then.
I would like to do that too.
Yeah. Do you want to roll for yourself, Meg?
Yeah, I got my dice.
Plus my perception.
Yeah.
That was a 19.
Mine's a 17. Again.
Okay, yeah, with those rolls, like, yeah, you looking around, like, yeah, you definitely see a few others, like, at a distance, keeping their distance a lot. But, like, they have these, they're very far away, but you do see these massive green figures standing 10 feet tall. Nasty, wicked noses, just, these monstrous claws, but they're, like, they're kind of hiding in with the foliage and stuff in a lot of places.
Okay.
They're trying to keep hidden, but some of them are definitely watching you. And you do, on the road, you find signs of, like, these massive footprints, these massive clawed footprints.
I'm casting Mage Armor.
I would like to tell Asterix to follow me, and then I would like to stealth.
Stealth where and why? Where to? Do what?
Are we in like a thick swampy area?
You are in a thick swampy area.
So I would like to get low and possibly behind like a tree or a bush type thing, like reeds or something.
Okay. Are you stopping completely?
What?
Are you stopping completely?
Yeah. I'd like to tell the group kind of what I'm doing, but like whisper it. I'll probably tell Orungan Deer.
Okay.
Alright, so you can...
And then I'll tell Asterix that it's probably better if we both stealth.
Alright. Yeah, he agrees. It was a natural 19 for Asgrix. So... Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
That was a 7.
Alright, which for Torvi is a 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Torvi's really awesome at stealth.
Cool.
So, Torvi and her giant lynx separate from the rest of you guys, and they kind of like disappear into some bushes.
Okay, well, hopefully the trolls won't ambush them while they are hiding.
I'd like to take the dodge action.
You take you took the hide action technically,
Oh, okay.
but you're not initiative, so yeah, you could definitely like be ready to dodge in the bushes.
What does dodge action do again?
Gives
You know what?
disadvantage
I
on
don't
melee
wanna
attacks
dodge.
against you,
You know what?
or attacks against you.
I want to take out my bow. And how many did we see?
It's hard to tell. There was like one that was definitely watching you from over a hill. There was one that was kind of very far away. Like you kind of got like a Bigfoot sighting of it off in the woods. So there's at least like 3 around. You think?
At least like what?
At least 3. But it is getting darker.
Okay.
Something you all know. This is a very common factoid in this world. It is very common knowledge that trolls do not like fire.
Alright, who here had the fire spell? Or would you like...
I have campfire.
I have multiples.
You have produce flame.
Oh yeah, produce flame, excuse me. Produce flame, not campfire. You remember.
Do I by any chance have any pine cones on me?
No.
Okay. Never
Alright.
mind then.
Just so you know, Torvi has led us into where our kindling should be, so set the fire on where the bushes that Torvi is hiding in. She'll graciously lead us to the kindling.
I don't really think that.
I'm
that's
joking.
A very
I'm
good
not.
idea.
I'm saying this out of character, just to be a dick.
Okay. I need time to do that.
I am going to... It's probably really wet, huh?
Yep.
How far away are they?
Very far.
Okay.
Not within 120 feet.
150 feet.
I think I said 200 yards more. Some of them are more. They're watching you from a way distance too.
Okay. It's almost nighttime,
Yeah.
right?
It's getting dark.
Okay. Well,
Did
who
they
here
seem
wants to set
hostile?
up a camp?
That would be a good idea.
Good. We are in agreement then.
But they're right there.
Do they seem hostile?
Do not worry.
Not at the moment. They're not coming at you.
They will not attack as long as none of us goes to sleep.
Alright.
Okay, I go.
Are you talking
go
about?
kind of where I see them, but not too close. I'd like to stick to the reeds though.
All right. You're moving very slowly if you're still trying to stealth.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Are we trying to set a trap for them? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we should just set up camp.
Gosberg, you've said several stupid things before. This is one of the dumber ones.
What is the dumbest? I would like to know.
Was that thing about ointment on the crotch or something like that? Honey on your crotch or something like that?
That does not sound familiar to me. Unless you're talking about applying birch ointment on the crotch area. Like it's literally grabbing a handful and just slathering on there.
That's what I was talking about.
Like how would you do a bear with honey? Because bears love a honey rub down.
There's the analogy. Alright, let's get back to it.
Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna suggest that Asterisk go the other way and look at a different one. And then once we've looked at them all, to make sure that there's no more, or that we know...
How close are you planning on getting to these things?
From, that we meet back with the others.
How close are you planning on getting to these things?
Like 100 feet.
Okay.
Where's my charger in here?
Go nuts. Might want to do the other side because I think the port on this side is broken.
There's another side?
Yeah, do the other side. So yeah, like sneaking up on one, it's definitely just like watching you, and it's hard to keep hidden from it. But when you go and check out one of the other ones you saw, give me a survival check to track them actually, as you're moving through the swamp.
18.
Okay, that's +1. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're able to find one, and he's kind of like, he's keeping an eye on Arungundir and Zafrab and Gosberg, which Gosberg is very easy to see in his plate armor.
Yeah.
There's a second one who's kind of like sitting by the first one. He wasn't visible at first because he's just kind of hunched down, and he's kind of like grumbling, and you don't understand him, Torvi. But he's grumbling in some language you don't understand that you assume to be giant because you've heard the Fearbulk speaking it before. But he's kind of like... Wait,
I don't know giant?
You don't know giant.
Looks like hut.
Really?
What is,
You know Elvish and Celestial.
what race is Tori?
Human.
That was a stupid choice for me. Okay, sorry,
She lived
going
alone.
on.
Or she was taught alone for a while, or?
She hasn't lived among you guys long.
Oh, well. She should have paid more attention.
So yeah, they're like... Kocha! Yeah, but yeah, they're just like... They appear to be arguing about something, but you don't understand it.
Come, friends, let us sing a shanty in order to stave off the beast.
Shanti?
Okay.
No.
We're off to see the wizard, the magical wizard. What was his name? Malekith? Or the
Mordecai.
Mordecai. We're off to see Mordecai,
You left
who
him
lives
behind.
in the Tower of Nutwood.
I don't think he would really want to talk to you.
No one does apparently for some reason.
I can't imagine why.
I know, right? It's not like I'm one of the few people that can bring people,
yeah.
you know, good health.
Yeah, you see these trolls, Torvi, and they are big, 10-foot tall green dudes. They're wearing loincloths. They got this long, like, matted, crappy black hair. They kind of look slimy. They like the same way that you look at a snake and like, oh, that's gonna be slimy, even though it's not. Like these dudes look slimy. They look creepy. They got long claws, big clawed feet,
Okay.
big old noses, big old honkers, and these angry yellow eyes and these sharp teeth.
Do I see any more that I didn't see before?
No.
I'm gonna try.
Asterisk?
When you get back, Asterix reported seeing another one walking off.
Okay. I will report that to the group, and I would say we need to light a fire.
Okay.
Sure, I'm gonna try and intimidate one by just hefting my maul and casually smashing it into a tree. It's siege breaker, so it should just knock the tree over.
Yeah, make an intimidation check.
Okay. Wow.
Snake fell.
Wow.
Was that all of your
Nat
dice?
20.
No, no, that was the phone falling off.
Nat
Thing.
20.
Nat 20. All right. Yeah, you find the biggest, strongest looking tree you can, and you see like you don't want them to know you're onto them, but you kind of like do a casual stretch and just like bring the tree down, and it just crashes. And I'll say with the Nat 20, you even like put it behind you a little bit, like where the troll would have to come from that direction to come get you.
Good. That is enough kindling for a night and a half.
But yeah, that troll's probably intimidated.
Just one of them?
Yeah, you don't see them. You don't see any of them when you're looking for them again, except that they're moving through the brush. And you hear some. You think in the distance you hear, in giant, holy fuck!
Yeah, that would be my reaction, I think.
Holy fuck! Wish I could get gains like that.
Can I druidcraft some of the plants to like die and dry off so we can light a fire?
I don't think you can druidcraft things to die. That seems like the opposite of druidcraft.
It sounds like blight.
Well, I can accelerate their like life cycle, so I
Which
don't
make them
know.
grow really tall.
Accelerate that growth.
You want to use it as plant? As firewood?
We already have a whole
I
tree.
wanna
I know,
like,
right?
make,
There's
like,
plenty.
round stalks so we can.
There's plenty of
Fire
material you
wood
can
down.
get that is
Break it
fire.
open
Have
and
it.
use the
There's
fucking
plenty of
fire.
flammable material you can get.
We just destroyed the tree.
Okay. Then I would like to start a fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna start ripping pieces off the tree for kindling.
Okay, yeah, you do so. And are you just like starting a fire, like making camp like right here, or are you like making torches? What's the deal? Also, you have torches. I'm pretty sure all of you have torches.
Yeah.
But I need a torch. I have dark vision.
Yeah.
For situations like this, Zaprab.
Cocky little
I'm
shit.
like making a big campfire, like not like a small campfire.
You mean
All right, you're not
bonfire.
really in a good
Fire.
place to make a campfire right now. As I said, it's very swampy. But you can definitely find a place more on higher, less dry ground to do so.
They're still hanging around, those trolls.
Okay, then I guess I'll just I'm just gonna take.
You're gonna take
I'm
what?
gonna take. I'm not gonna light the fire.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my torch and unwrap the little wrapping that's on it, and the end that lights it. That lights,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna wrap it around one of my arrows.
All right, you do so.
You want me to go ahead and start attacking?
Sure, why not?
Let's get rid of them.
Alright.
So, can I lift up any of the tree that I fell?
Oh yeah, dude, you're super strong.
I'm gonna lift it up and throw it at their direction.
Oh, not that far.
Okay, I'm going to,
No, they've begun heading off. Like they're walking away now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Then no need. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
What time is it in the day?
It's getting dark. It's getting pretty late. It's late. It's getting into the evening. Getting into night.
Who wants to take first watch?
I will.
Okay.
Okay, do
The
it.
person who needs to prepare spells should take first watch.
So you guys are actually setting up camp?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Where would you like to set up camp?
Let's say one of the dry little islands in the swamp.
All right.
I'm gonna set up logs around the camp.
Okay. Yeah, you can do so.
And I guess I'll just go find us a fish.
A fish?
I'm
Fish.
going to set up like
Or
a
multiple
ring
fishes. I
around
don't know. What
us
do you want?
that's
More than a
like
fish,
flammable.
I think.
Yeah, you and Arungundir are doing
One
that. You're
giant
setting up
bug.
flammable material around you guys.
And
Giant
then
bug.
I'm gonna have my bow strung with the arrow
Find us
that's
some
got
fish and
the
some mushrooms.
thing around it.
Okay. Zaphrab, are you doing anything?
Um,
I'm sorry, what?
Zaphrab.
I guess I'm just. I guess I'll see if I can find any decent herbs around in the area.
All right. Yeah, make a survival check.
Go
And
for
Gosberg,
it.
you're looking for a fish?
I'm looking for fishes, apparently, because he doesn't like the fact that it's a fish.
I
A
need.
single fish.
I,
A single alligator gar could feed us for the entire night.
I'm being practical. We're gonna eat the bones and the guts.
All right. Yeah, Gosberg, also roll a survival check.
It's going to be.
Also, what are you fishing with?
I'm going to be, noodling.
Herbalism kick.
You're noodling?
Yes, but instead of actually, I'm kind of like going to be spear fishing, but instead of using a spear, I'm going to be using the crystal dagger.
Okay.
Throwing it in the water and then having it teleport back to me.
You have javelins. That are,
Oh yeah, I
okay.
do have javelins. Yeah, I'll be using the javelins.
I feel like throwing a dagger at fish wouldn't go as well as you
17,
want.
by the way.
Huh?
17.
All right. Yeah.
Does he
Oh my
catch
God.
a fish?
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Gosberg
yeah.
definitely catches fish too.
So apparently the herbalism kit gives me advantage on survival checks to determine plants.
Nice, man.
That's a 14.
Okay, I'm sorry, Zaphrab needs to speak up a little.
Sorry.
Sit over
Zephyr,
here,
aren't
man.
you like running a...
You find some mushrooms that are like they're not highly magical, but they sometimes glow in the dark, I guess. Kinda neat.
Radiation.
But they're not especially great. They're used in one or two things, and you don't find a ton, but you found some.
Hey, Zephyr, I have a question.
Gosberg, you're fishing.
Did you run a pot shop? Or is that
Nope.
someone else? Wait, who's running the pot shop in Nutwood?
The pot shop? Oh, the pot shop is being run by a dwarf named Bilney.
So those to Bill me.
Are we talking about pot as in like pot?
We're talking actual weed. Yes, there is a dispensary in Nutwood.
Okay, you're
Good
saying
fish.
sorry. Eric.
This is what my players fucking do.
Sorry, Eric. What are you saying?
Yeah, you're fishing and you've got two fish on your javelins, like you got,
Hey.
and then and something leaps out of the water at you.
Is it a fish?
Is it a gator? Because we could eat those.
A gator.
And thankfully misses you because one of those, even with advantage, they couldn't roll above a 5 on the dice.
What was it?
This giant fucking green monstrosity leaps out of the water, slashes at you with its claws.
Is it a troll or the
It's
alligator?
a troll.
Oh
Air
my
gods! Do you want the fish? I will give you the fish to leave me alone. What does that mean? Speak human!
Oh my God.
I think it wants to eat you, mate.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
I said,
Okay.
you said a fish, not a troll.
Why, you want to eat the troll?
No, I don't want to eat a troll. I got
Do I hear this?
23.
Huh?
The 22, sorry. Initiative.
Alright, cool. No, Meg, you don't hear that.
I
Okay.
got
Well, I rolled a natural 1 for initiative, so yeah.
You trip in the mud.
Gosberg,
I rolled a 9.
9?
Well,
Alright.
I got 11.
For the
Oh, it's a 9.
Roll for the troll.
I got a 19.
Alright, Arungandir, with your keen hearing, you actually do hear something. You hear something off where Gosberg is, and you hear the sounds of someone talking in Giant.
Oh.
What did he say?
Ooh, I get to eat another human.
Ooh.
Alright.
What are you?
I'm gonna get over there and see what I can do.
Alright, yeah, Gosberg's pretty far, so you'd have to use your whole turn.
Oh yeah, I'll sprint to get over there.
Carry.
Perch on my arm, little one.
Do you actually carry him?
Sure, I'm gonna grab you by the scruff of your clothes and
Fireball dispenser, come! Yeah, you grab Zafrab by the... I'm not even gonna say that's an action, I'm saying you can use your entire action, just like grab Zafrab and then dash.
put him in front of me.
He weighs like nothing, he's a gnome.
Yeah.
They have hollow bones. Not a lot of people know that.
And then Zafrab, you're up.
Pounds.
And you can see about 50 feet away from you, Gosberg, and standing in front of you is this huge old troll.
Alright,
You want to shoot him while we're running towards the guy?
I'm going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Oh, shit!
What does that do?
Wait, what is he casting?
They're
Melf's minute meteors.
There are flaming rocks around me.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's at base level. So let me get the spell out. You create 6 tiny meteors in your space. They float in the air and orbit you for the spell's duration.
That's
and
pretty
then,
good.
When I cast it, I'll have that. Wait, so I have 6. I will have 2 of them go off and try and hit. Well, to hit the
troll?
Yeah, the troll. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, he will. Does he have to make one for each meteor?
Yes.
Alright, he does not succeed on either of those, so deal me some damage.
Alright.
So yeah, Zafrab is being carried by Arungandir. And I think you're so big that, like, you're kind of running, and then, like, as he's running, he kind of jumps onto your shoulder, and then he waves his wand, and then these meteors, I think, how should we describe these meteors
Maybe,
just
like,
appearing?
Rocks coming up from the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Glowing
I
really
think these
hot.
rocks pop out of the swamp and begin circling Zafrab, and he directs 2 of them, and they just go flying at this troll. And the troll looks at it, and it's like that moment in like a ridiculous Nickelodeon movie where it's like, ooh, and then 2 meteors hit him. And this is fire damage, right?
Yes.
So they start glowing hot.
It's 10-foot radius for each of them, so I, of course, position them so that they don't hit Gosberg.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
And
They hit the water and just
that is
explode.
20 points of fire damage.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Okay,
Holy
yeah.
crap!
And I think I still can put more out with a bonus action. Because when you cast a spell, and as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them streaking towards a point you choose from 120 feet of you.
That's amazing.
So would I be able to, as my bonus action for that turn, send more out?
Yeah,
Alright?
sure. He's still standing.
Yeah, so 2 more go out.
Alright, 2 more meteors.
So you can only send out 2 at a time?
This troll was not prepared for this.
So he needs to
You
make
use
2 more
my
dex
form.
saving throws.
Oh, okay, he has to roll.
Yep. That was a natural 1, and that was a 16.
Does the Wand of Improbability, does it add to my spell save DC?
I don't remember. Let me look at my phone real quick. Because I still have... I never wrote this
This
down.
is
I
actually
always
very
have.
important. It
I just
determines
saved...
whether he saves or not.
Well, if do you have your character sheet?
Yes.
How much damage?
Oh, well, I don't add the bonus from the Wand of Improbability, well, 2 wands to spell save DC because items change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is +1.
Okay, so it does.
So it should have affected your save.
Okay,
yeah.
so then that's 17 saves, so it fails.
All right. Yeah. So he fails both. Meg, you still there?
How many dice do you roll?
Yeah, I'm there.
4d6. 2d6 for each.
Wow.
So it's like a mini fireball.
Hold on. There we go. Let
Right.
me find it. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sadly, it's not quite as much. That would be a 9.
9 points. Okay, so 29 points of damage. Not bad for one turn.
No, not bad.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking party going on down the street. Alright, so 29 points of damage as these 4 meteors just fly at this troll, exploding in the water around him, blazing him with fire. And you can see he's very scorched. And he looks at that and he's like, oh, run! And he's screaming in giant, you understand this, Arungandir, and you're the only one. He's like, fire! Oh, bad! It's like,
What's his name? Frankenstein?
strange tiny one makes fire rocks!
I'm gonna curse under my breath.
Eat him first! And he runs away from you, Gosberg.
I'm gonna call out to them and say, kill him before he
Do
calls
I get an
more.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
You do, but he was yelling, so undoubtedly, and he's a giant, so
Okay.
undoubtedly, like, something could have hurt him. If any were nearby, like, yeah.
That's
But, like, Torvi, you hear that. Okay, yeah, hit the
That's
fucking
a
troll.
crit.
Oh, cool.
Fire
14
back!
points of damage.
Huh?
14 points of damage.
14 plus the 29?
That's a lot of damage.
That's 42, 43.
Yeah, 30.
43. 43 points of damage. Okay, yeah, you hit him with your hammer, and you, like, I'll say, like, a... Yeah, it's not slashing damage, whatever.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, you crack his knee. I'll say that with a crit. Like, yeah, you crack his knee, and he's like, ah, and he's like limping away now. And you kind of feel him. You feel for him.
You know what? I actually feel kind of bad. I share your pain, man. I share your pain, but that's what you
Oh,
get.
he gives you the finger with a long
Hey!
claw.
Don't be rude.
Alright.
You have lost this fair and square. Take it like a man.
Whose turn is it? Right.
Next up is Gosberg.
Oh. Is he still within, like,
Smacking.
smacking?
Yeah, you reduced his speed by 5 feet, so he's only 25 feet away from
Smack
you.
him in the butt.
But he is running away, limping
You know what?
away.
I will. Should I javelin him?
I'd say kill him. We don't want him to alert any more people.
Okay, I'll run up to him as fast as I can, which is 25 feet. Oh crap! I dropped my thing. And then I will hit him. Or before I hit him, I'll cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
Okay, just so for that fire damage if I hit him. And then I will hit him.
And then?
Okay,
What does Searing
that is
Smite do?
going
It's fire damage.
to be 24.
It's fire smite. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay,
Paladins get all the smites.
all the smites. One moment.
You got the touch.
I was thinking
You got the power.
Oh, here we go.
I was thinking about making a paladin sorcerer.
Oh yeah.
Searing Smite. And how much is
A
that?
dragon.
They have to make a con
lineage,
save, by the way.
whatever.
All right, he's making a con save,
King.
and they're super awesome at that. So that's a 21.
That's fine.
So half damage from the fire.
No, it's if it's a con save, then they would have had to they would have taken an extra 1d6 and 1d6 every turn until they succeeded. Or
Okay,
until
yeah.
the fire's been put out.
Yeah.
But he has succeeded, so I will just have to roll the damage.
Oh, that damage.
That is going to be 15 points of damage.
All right, another 15. So that's 58 points of damage. Yeah, this guy is bloodied now.
How much health do these idiots have?
Oh.
Too much. That's how much.
They're trolls.
Okay.
Hang on.
Actually, he was barely bloodied before, but now he's extra bloodied. And then, so yeah, he's like, oh, now it is Torvi's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna yell for everyone to come back
Inside your body.
to the circle area. Did we light a fire?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna light a torch.
All right, you light a torch.
And hold it over the edge of the ring that we made. But I'm gonna. Is that an action or is that a free action?
I'll say that's an action.
That's an action. Okay. Okay, then I don't do that. I string my bow
What are you doing?
with a regular arrow. No, with my magical arrow that's not the golden arrow. And I hold my action until a troll comes in sight.
All right, you can do so.
I wait until everyone's back in the circle.
All right. Next up, in initiative, Orungandir. It comes back around to your turn.
Is he? How close is he to me?
75 feet away.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, let me check something here.
What do you need? What are you looking at?
Just a cantrip I can use.
What's the cantrip?
I did yell for you to come back to the
Yeah, Torvi told you all to come back to the fire circle that you guys are making.
Okay.
Do you want to head back, guys? I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean the fire circle. It's like a horrible Burning Man.
It's not burning yet. It's just a bunch of wood in a circle
I'm
at the
being
moment.
carried, so.
And I can only run 25 feet. So.
Yeah.
Which is
All right,
why-
I'm gonna
which is why I'm being carried.
turn around then.
I'm like you. I'm too heavy.
Actually, can I use one?
Anything that's
Can I
not a
use
horse.
one action to? I'm gonna throw a javelin. No, javelins wouldn't hit him at that range, would it?
No javelins? Cause I think they're like.
What's the range on a
I
javelin?
think 30. I think.
What's the long range?
A long range on a javelin.
100 feet? 120?
120.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit him. You have disadvantage, but you can hit him. What's the short range?
30.
30.
Yeah, you have disadvantage, but you could try to hit him.
I could use my longbow.
You could also do that.
You know, I'll use my longbow then.
Yeah, man.
I'll try and hit him with that. Okay. That's for dex. That's 10 plus. So that's 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Then I'll roll some
D8.
damage. Yeah, 1d8 plus 3.
So yeah, Rungandir, I'll say by this point you put Zafrab down since you can't really archery and hold a gnome.
Okay.
You put him down, you pull out your longbow, which is a big old longbow because you're a big old person.
Yeah.
You string an arrow that's like thick as your finger,
Mhm.
and it just hits this troll right in the back.
So that's that does 10 damage.
All right. Yep. He's not doing so good.
And then for the rest, I'm gonna use my movement to head back to the camp.
All right, you begin heading back. Zafrab, you're up.
Alright, so for my action, I'm going to cast Firebolt at the troll.
All right.
That's a. Can I stop counting at 20?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I need. Give me my d10s.
2d10, yeah?
Yep. You use one of mine if you want.
I have them here. I just.
Get those d10s out!
Here's one.
Get
those
D10s out.
Here's another one. This one.
Get those d10s out. Get those D10s out.
17 points of damage.
Ooh, 17.
All right, 17 points
Is
of
he still up?
damage. I was doing the math in my head instead of writing it down, but I'm gonna say with that, yeah, I think you just barely bring him down by a point or two. You blow a firebolt, and it just blows it just hits this troll, and he gets set on fire. He's like, and he falls to the bank of the swamp, dead.
Ah!
Then for the rest of my round, I'm going to move towards the fire ring.
Yep.
25 feet.
That is what you get for trying to steal another man's fish!
How far away was the firing?
Huh?
How far away was the firing?
You guys, it was like you only moved 60 feet, so 60.
I'm like 20 feet away from them.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk back with the. Just say no.
Oh wait, you have a movement of 80, so it's 80.
Just say no.
Do I? Moving 80?
If you dashed, yeah, you would have had to dash.
Oh, I dashed them. Then I'm there.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm gonna start. Oh, just say no. I'm not using my shield because I'm carrying the javelin
Yeah.
with the fish on the other hand.
Yeah, so yeah, Gosberg, as you're running back, you see there are lots more trolls, and
They're gone.
like you see at least like 5, like coming and checking out and seeing their buddy's burned body. They're not especially close to you yet, and then you can all kind of hear the sounds of more of them that have been riled up by the sounds. Oh, just full humans.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
So yeah, Gosberg, I'll say like it's definitely really tense for Gosberg and Zafrab, who are much slower than the rest of the party. Whereas like Arungandir can just book it like no one's business. Like Zafrab on his tiny legs and Gosberg with his limp are like, and you get back to the circle, and you can hear the sounds of trolls, and with that, the last little bits of sunlight are kind of going away. The sky is turning purple.
Okay.
Darkness is descending on you guys.
Okay. So we're in the burning circle now.
It's not burning.
Oh.
Light it.
So am I in the circle now?
Yes.
Okay. Since I'm probably the last one to go in.
Yep.
Since I'm the last one to go in, right? I'm going to, once I step inside, I'm going to shout out, Torvig, if you're going to do something, do it now!
Is it my turn now?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put my bow away real quick and light the circle.
Alright, you begin lighting the circle, which I'm assuming is not just a death trap for you guys. I'm assuming you built it so that you wouldn't just suffocate yourselves in a ring of fire.
No.
It's wide
No,
enough.
yeah.
So like there's like logs and kindling all around you, which is not comfortable, but how big is this circle? Just give me an idea.
I would say the
Big,
circle.
I would say.
20 by 20?
No, I would say about like 30 feet apart from the camp.
Yeah, so 30
Yeah.
foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay, 30-foot radius?
Yeah.
That's a 60-foot
Yeah.
diameter. That's pretty big.
Big enough where we have air, but also.
That's a lot of fires to light at once.
Maybe 20.
Yeah, that's what I said, 20.
big as
20, 25. That works. Okay.
Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll say
Well, I'm thinking it's connected, right?
Yeah.
That's the tricky thing about fire. Never works the way you want it to.
Never.
Alright, so we begin
Yeah,
the
that's
process
true.
of lighting all of the pieces on fire.
Yeah, you begin that, and as you're doing so, you hear the trolls getting closer.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, light the circle!
I'm gonna
Help me
rage.
light the circle!
If that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna start raging then.
Alright, Arungandir is rage lighting the fires. Ah!
It gives me a bit of extra oomph.
I'll help with firebolt.
I'll torch it.
Yeah, so Zafrab is firebolting wood everywhere, and that sets things on fire, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's a specific rule of it. Gosberg and Torvi are trying, and Arungandir and Karina, you guys are all going around trying to light the fires on these wood, on this circle around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone give me survival checks to see how well we accomplish this.
17.
10.
19.
Natural.
Or 21. 21.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Torvi is doing it like nobody's business. Gosberg, you're also like doing a great job.
Soldier buddies, this is what we have to do.
It was so close to being a 2, but then it like.
So angry on this thing.
It's like,
Arungandir is just jamming his torch into a single log repeatedly.
If I wanted to make myself sad, I would just imagine you're just thinking that each kindling is Gosberg's face.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. I thought it was going to be a 2 for a second.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are lighting these things up, and I think you get the final one by the time the first trolls have surrounded your camp. But you do see that they have surrounded you, and there are a lot of them. You don't see all of them, but you hear a lot of
Is this
What are they
within-
saying?
Is this like this whole thing take within kind of 10 minutes?
we'll say it takes about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Or 3. 3, 4.
Okay.
It's hard to tell. Time is it's bullet
I
time.
was just wondering for
For the meteors?
yeah.
How many you still got?
I have 2 left.
Okay, cool. But yeah, Torvi, and it has reached darkness now.
So we
And-
can see because of the fire, right?
You can see because of the fire, so you can see the shapes of trolls moving outside of your fire line.
Okay.
Mm.
And some of them are kind of like just walking upright. Some of them are like kind of walking like gorillas on their knuckles. They're baring their teeth at you,
Yeah.
and they're talking Arungandir. You know they're talking about ripping the flesh off of your bones, eating you.
Guys, want to eat some of the fish right off the bone?
Would do.
You sure? It's really flaky right now, just picking it off the bone.
Are we still in initiative?
Can you read minds, Gosberg?
You're in a loose initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna string
Are we
my
seeing
bow.
any progress of them trying to get through?
They haven't tried to get through yet. What was that, Meg?
I'm gonna string my bow with that one arrow that's magical, the unbreakable arrow.
Okay.
And,
Those things ain't those.
hold on 1 second. I need to look something up so other people can do stuff.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'm gonna yell at them to turn back. Try and intimidate them.
I'll start cooking the fish.
All right. Make an intimidation check, Arungandir. You're cooking the fish.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna do this.
I got a fish, now I need to eat.
You have 2 fish.
Eric.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
What do you get, natural 20?
Yeah, mate.
Oh my god, I love you right now.
Is it with the curse die?
No, not with the curse die.
You have the bursting arrow, right, Torvi?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's force damage.
I'm roaring at them in giant to turn back.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you roar at them in giant. Turn back or die, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like we have fire.
And a fish! No, I'm joking.
You cannot fight the fish.
May the fish be
Yeah, I
with you.
think with that intimidation check,
To at least some of them.
like with the fire and the fact that they saw some of them saw their buddy's burnt corpse, like they begin slinking away. For the moment, definitely, like they've backed off from your camp, but you can still hear them out in the brush, out hiding in the swamp where you can't see them so well. Except for Fablin, who can see pretty well in the dark, so you more than anybody know they're still out there.
Guys, I can't keep intimidating them forever. I only have so many natural 20s I can roll. I need to save those for fighting.
About how many does there look to be?
It's hard to tell. They're like moving throughout the trees and stuff.
Kind of like zebras.
Even the trees are on their side.
You'd say more than a dozen, not quite 2 dozen, but occasionally one comes in. A new one gets added every once in a while.
Do they?
And they're shouting to each other.
What are they saying?
How are they grouped?
Are they
They're
standing
trying to
within
surround you
10
guys.
feet of each other?
What was that, Meg?
Are they standing within 10 feet of each other?
A few are. A few select groups. They're not bunched together. They're surrounding you guys.
Okay.
But they're staying back because the fire is keeping them at bay.
How many of them?
Do they look like if the fire went out?
That is my
they
concern.
would
What is the
stop?
radius on a fireball?
Radius is about. Let's see.
What?
Fablin is going to fireball them.
Each
Or not
creature
Fablin.
has 20
Zephrab.
foot radius.
20-foot radius, that's a 40-foot diameter. Yeah, you could easily catch 10 of them in that.
That's a good intimidation thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
Come on, roll well.
Yeah,
So
roll me
they-
some fire damage, buddy.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, they will.
They're ugly, sons of bitches.
That's 6 failures and 4 successes. And yes, they are ugly sons of bitches.
Oh,
Not bad. That's pretty good, actually.
What do
And
we
yes,
got?
they
So
are
yeah,
what?
you guys watch as Zephrab steps up, watches a group of them, and raises his wand of improbability and unleashes a fireball that blasts a huge area, and you see the scorched remains of some trees.
35.
35 points of damage to a bunch of the trolls and slightly less to a smaller number of them.
And then I'm going to send two
Nice.
two meteors at a few of them. However many I can. It's actually within 10 feet of the impact point, so I'm 5 feet of the impact point.
Yeah, no, you can.
Alright.
If you want to just focus on one, you think you can probably kill one.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And so they need to make a dexterity saving
I'm
throw.
going to do
And maybe hit
my
another one.
bursting arrow on a group of them that are standing close together.
They're not standing especially close, but
That's
Well,
11
if
damage, and then so dexterity saving throw for them.
If any of them are standing within 10 feet of
Fail.
one of them,
Okay.
like if there's a clump of them, sort of,
Yeah.
competence?
is there one? A clump? Like a small clump? Something?
no, they started moving away from each other as soon as Fablin fireballed them. They realized being grouped is not advantageous. But yeah, one of them, like Fablin, like first he fireballs them, then he focuses on one, raises his wand, like just kind of pointing, and then one of the meteors nearby him zooms off and blasts that one right in its head, and its head goes flying off. And that one is scorched and laying dead in the swamp.
And thus the game of golf was invented.
By a gnome.
Did you use both?
Yeah, I used both.
Okay, yeah, so that one's dead. Fablin's out of meteors. And the trolls are backing up even more now.
Are they in a line?
They are not in a line, and I'd say at most you can get 2 in a clump.
Okay. I will just shoot off 2 arrows then.
Alright.
And I will use the one that I wrapped in the stuff, in the box.
Torch.
Yeah, you want to light one of your arrows?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you can do so. Make 2 attack rolls.
That's a 16.
That'll hit.
And then this next one, I want to do a sharpshooter shot.
Okay, go for it, yeah.
That is a 19.
That will also hit, yeah. Alright, roll me damage. 2d8 and then another 10 for sharpshooter. 2d8, another 10 for sharpshooter, and I'm gonna say another 5 points of damage for the fire arrow.
Okay. Where's my other D8? Sorry, I left it away from my dice. Alright, that's 8, 6, so 14 on the die.
Okay, so
I forget my modifiers are.
that's fine. So 14 plus another 10, so plus 20 with sharpshooter. So 34 points of damage plus another few points of damage from the so yeah, I'll say like Torvi like pulls back her bow, lights one of her arrows that she prepared, and she fires 2 arrows into this one troll. And another troll goes down. Ah! He's got a burning arrow in him. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
And they're all going crazy. They're freaking out too. Their buddies are dead. Some of them are freaking out like they're not healing. Yeah, they're definitely like they're moving away from you guys.
I'm gonna roar at them one more time.
Yeah, you can do so. I'll make another intimidation check.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you get.
That's going to be an 11.
They can't even hear you over the sounds of their hooting and hollerings. Like, they're getting away from the crazy tiny one that can throw fire.
Who wants fish?
Like, people with torches, like, okay, they've dealt with that before. Guy throwing fireballs? Alright. Not cool. Not a fun time.
Don't mess with wizards.
And I think you go the rest of the night without being molested, as it were. But do you guys keep watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch.
Yeah.
Alright.
Even though I have danger spells.
But you see, it makes more sense to me for spellcasters to take the first watch first, because then they have to get 8 hours of sleep and then hour.
Alright, so Zaprab,
Alright,
you
man.
take the first watch.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Sure. Let me just. 6.
You don't hear shit.
Okay.
You know, remember, spellcasters are the best ones to keep first watch, obviously, because they roll 6s.
Gosberg, you can go next.
Flavor text
Okay.
For like spells, prepared spells.
Meg, you're on deck to roll first watch for your watch.
Okay.
And that's what, a perception? Or just roll?
Perception check.
I'm curious, what do you get if you roll a nat 20 on
19.
What?
Initiative?
Nat 20 on initiative, it just means you usually go first.
That's what it means.
Unless someone has a ridiculously high initiative. Or unless you have a negative modifier. What was that? Alright, yeah, Gosberg, as you're sitting there, you definitely hear the trolls are still out there, but they're much farther away, and you can hear what sounds like some of them conversing. And you think you hear, like, what is probably... You were in the military, you hear what's probably one troll bossing around the other trolls.
Can I make a mental note of the guy? Does he have any distinguishing features?
You don't see him because you're a human and it's very dark and they're very far away.
Uh-huh.
So, like, it's literally just not humanly possible
Okay.
for you to know who this guy is. But you think you could recognize his voice if you heard it again.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration.
He probably has a really nice loincloth.
Yeah, he's probably got the nicest loincloth.
Like all the
Got
other ones
some
are just made out
leopard
of all the other ones are just made out of like ragged leather. His is made out of just like
He's got
fine
gator skin.
leather. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking some trim.
Exactly.
All right, who wants to go next? Torby, you wanna roll
Human hanging off,
perception?
you know what I'm saying?
I rolled, and I got a 1.
Okay, Torby doesn't catch shit. Arungandir, your turn.
That's gonna be a 10.
All right, yeah, you don't hear shit. Yeah, you don't see shit. All right, and then Karina takes the rest of the watch. And then you guys wake up in the morning. Not the best sleep. Not the best night's sleep. You guys are tired. You're in the swamp. It stinks. It sucks. The ground sucks. Everything sucks. And there were trolls around you making noise on it. Like, it wasn't a good time.
Okay.
But yeah, it is daytime again. It is morning, and there would have had to been a few points in the night where you you set a torch on fire and throw it out to a troll that got a little bit close. But otherwise, you guys were relatively unmolested. And you guys are ready to continue your journey should you choose to.
Okay.
Yeah. During the night on my watch, I wrapped a few arrows.
Okay. Yeah, you do so.
Just so I'm ready for.
All right. Sounds good.
Spot.
Got it.
Let's continue.
Okay.
All right. So you're continuing to Murkmatal?
Travel song initiates.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for trolls.
All right. You do so.
There he is.
So Torby's kind of lagging behind the group a little bit, keeping an eye out.
I'm gonna be walking just a bit ahead to scout.
Yep, and a Rungandir is scouting ahead. And so you're the first to reach Murkmatal. And you guys get there, and Murkmatal is in shambles. You get there, and the gate has been broken open. You see the prints of trolls at the gates, on the ground, in the mud everywhere. You see bones lying around. You see carnage.
Oh, this cannot be good. You think it was the singing?
Okay.
Let's move on.
I draw my bow.
Yep.
I'm gonna heft my siege breaker.
What kind of damage does your siege breaker do?
It's like a maul, except that when I crit, I can send you into the air, into a wall, and then.
Are we planning on just fighting this thing right now?
I
Or-
cast Divine Sense.
You do not sense anything out of not of this world.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast-
It doesn't detect giants.
I know.
But yeah, you don't sense anything. You don't see any trolls at the moment.
Wait, did you say one of them is like under mud dead or something?
You see prints.
Watch out
You see footprints.
for bridges. I
Oh,
like those stuff.
I heard the Prince of Trolls.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
same here, same here.
Yeah,
You see the Prince of Trolls. I'm like,
The
well
prince.
then.
You see the Prince of Trolls. He's so handsome.
His loincloth is
Oh,
huge.
okay. I misheard that too. I
God
thought
damn it,
that
guys.
was, like,
Trolls
crown
don't have
prince.
royalty.
You don't know that. Don't go.
I made the world.
He's got like a twig crown.
Crown
I
me
made
out the
the world,
skulls
I
of
am
other
God.
trolls that defy him.
Footprints.
Okay.
The footprints?
God damn it, guys.
The
But
prince
yeah,
of what?
what do you guys want to do if you've stumbled into the ruins of Murkmatal?
I'm casting again on my
I'd
I'll
like to
track.
keep an eye out for anybody alive.
I'll do a quick survival
I'll
track.
stumble in there.
To track what, Gosberg?
I'll check to see how fresh these footprints are.
Okay.
So you're gonna lick the tracks.
I'll just walk through the town.
15.
Keep an eye out for anybody alive and for trolls.
Alright, yeah, you reckon it's probably been a few days?
I'm gonna listen for laughter.
Yeah, make a perception check. Yeah, Karina is checking out the tracks too. She agrees with you, it's probably been a few days.
Okay, my
Although she doesn't know automatically because swamp is not her favorite terrain.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 18 plus 7, that's going to be... That's 25.
You don't hear trolls laughing. But you do hear what sounds like an old lady in the distance. But you're not sure where it came from. Somewhere out in the swamp.
My eyes
Found the
grow
source of the
wide.
disease.
Okay, what is it?
Sounds like an old woman, she's cackling.
Okay, let's go find her then.
You
And-
find her.
Torby, on the lookout for signs of survivors. You see, further in town is a church of Shantea that's surrounded by torches that are lit.
Alright, are there any windows to it?
Yeah,
I go up to a window and look in.
yeah, you see people in there.
stairs?
They do.
Okay, I go up to the
And
door.
you notice that there's a wood elf. There's a wood elf inside who notices you and
Okay,
motions you to the door.
I wave and I like point to the door, and then I go over to the door.
Yep, he opens the door.
I say, "Hi, I'm Torby. We're here to help.
Well, there's not much left
I'm
to help,
with
is
friends.
there? Huh?
I'm with friends.
Good, we need all the help we can get.
I heard you were suffering
We heard you were settling.
from
Nice
cackle
church.
fever.
The town was suffering from a large outbreak of cackle fever. Unfortunately, that weakened the town's defenses. A lot of the townsfolk, a lot of the guard became sick. Trolls overran us. I was able to keep this group safe. Some of them still have the fever, though.
Well, I'm here to help. Let's do this.
I don't think they're there right now.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can be
yeah.
there. You can be there.
Oh,
Yeah, they lead you inside. The wood elf, whose name he tells you is Rassadon, leads you inside. And there are about 10 children and 15 common folk. About
15.
yeah, about 6 of whom are sick with cackle
Okay.
fever. So there's an older man and some younger people and like 2 of the kids who are just in the corner, like quarantined from everybody else, and they're just kind of like madly cackling and giggling to themselves.
All right, here's the
In the
thing,
corner.
though. I have
Did I
to.
hear that old woman?
No,
Okay.
Here's the thing. I can only use 5. I only have I could cure diseases, I believe, with 5.
5 lay on hands each.
Yeah, and that means I can only cure 4 of them.
You
out
have
of
a little
6.
bit of medicine.
Yeah, but the thing is, the medicine isn't going to be surefire. That's
Well,
that's the
we'll
downside.
stay as long as we need. You can rest.
Yeah,
now.
you didn't. The thing about you coming in here was that you didn't think the town would be overrun by trolls.
Mhm.
So you figured you were gonna have like a few weeks to settle things
Okay,
out.
so that means we have a crap ton of medicine. That's good.
That's what you thought. Well, it was the plan. You didn't have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
The plan was mostly reliant on you.
Yeah.
Spending a lot of time here, like days resting, eating a sandwich, getting your lay on hands.
Eat the sandwich. Actually, I have a look. It's really weird.
I'm gonna walk over to the church, and then just stand in front, guarding.
Yeah. So you do so. But yeah, the rest of these people, like some of them are praying.
Okay.
I'll help you guys.
Okay. I don't want to play favorites, so we're gonna have to. I'm just gonna start healing people randomly.
Yeah. Do you start with the children?
I'll start with the children first.
Yeah. You. Okay.
I'll do youngest to oldest.
Okay, yeah, you heal the 2 kids. They're laughing and they're not laughing. Thank you.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Do not come into contact with anyone, or you might get the fever again.
I won't.
Go.
Sorry, Granddad, you're on your own.
What?
And the kid goes running off.
I feel like I should have helped the granddad first.
You've heard of the village idiot. That's the village little shit.
I know, right? He is.
So that's 2 kids. So there's still 4 people who are sick, and you have like 2 more to lay on hands.
Okay,
Left
who are
to-
the 2? Who are the 4 people?
Adults.
Okay.
What do they look like? Attractive to ugly.
I'll start with the women and the men.
Yeah, there's a middle-aged woman.
I'll start with her.
Yeah, you start with her. And then there's a younger woman, and there's an old man and another middle-aged man.
I'll do the young woman.
Okay, yeah, so the women and then the two older men are out of luck.
I'm actually. Can I walk?
And I will do a medicine check to apply the medicine that I assume I brought with me.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the leader?
Yeah.
I want to know how frequent the attacks were, and
Well, they were attacking every night for a while there. They just came out of nowhere. And I scout out these woods. I keep things safe usually, but the trolls, they've always been a nuisance around here, but they were never that great in number. Something riled them up. Something bolstered their numbers a bit.
oh, can you have any idea of what that is?
I don't. They just started coming out of nowhere, and unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to scout things out. I once they overran the town, I grabbed a group of survivors and got them in here.
Have there been any attacks on this place after that?
Oh yes, they come every night.
We go look.
Every night?
They stay away during the day. They know humans can't see so well in the dark, and except for Rassadon, like, most of the people here are humans. Like, there's a few halflings, but, like, it's mostly human and halfling, and then he's the only elf.
Come with me, we should work on fortifications.
Yes, and you can see the place is a little bit fortified, and there are torches around, like, and they've got a lot of torches.
I'm gonna start putting stakes around.
I don't know how much longer we can stay here. We're running out of kindling, but if we try to escape with all these old folk and children in tow, the trolls will catch us.
Should have brought the cart. Whatever.
We'll see about it.
And there's an older human woman who says, she says, like, if I decide it's all right, we'll have our chance. Just you wait. The old woman will come through for us.
What old woman?
Yes,
What old woman?
she was a woods witch who was around here. I asked her to help us, and she agreed.
I'm gonna look at Torvi. Then I'm
For
gonna
what
look at
price?
What price was this?
It wasn't much, just some hair and some other shit.
Where is she?
When did
She
the
left.
disease happen?
Oh, it was here for like 2 months, but it started getting bad as it spread to more people.
When did you strike the deal with the witch?
Where did she go?
I was excited. I so many questions at once. Oh my goodness. And Rassadon actually says, Pachenka, that old crazy woman will not help us. It's like, no, she will. She has power. Unbelievable power. All the witches do.
I just
Whose
threw
hair
it
did you give her?
Well, mine and some of the other people here. Everyone who wanted to be saved. So I did so. She said she would bring someone who could help us.
Was this before or after the fever?
It was during. I was out looking for food in some of the houses, and I came. I remembered she was there. I remembered she was out there in the woods. She'd been there before the trolls overran things. Someone said they saw her, so I went out and I looked for her, and I found her, and I asked if she could help. At least to cure the caca fever, but at most to get rid if she had some troll repellent. She said she could find someone who would get rid of the trolls.
I run out and towards the direction she said.
She didn't say a direction. She said exactly what I said.
I asked her for a direction then.
I'll go out then. And
Well, she
I'll
left.
go with you. I'm useful against this.
Which
I also got
direction did you see her?
In the woods to the west.
I heard
To
her.
the west.
I
Thank you.
think I did.
And I run out.
I got a nat 20 on applying the medicine.
Alright, awesome, yeah. They're soothing down, but they're still sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys start running out.
I'm gonna tell you to rest and get your power back.
I mean, I don't need to. I only use my lay on
So is
hands.
Torvi
I
going
got
out
all my
alone?
spell slots, so.
Well, it
I
doesn't
don't
need a
know.
rest
Is
to
anyone
regain them.
following me?
Is anyone following
Yes,
Torvi?
we're
I'm gonna
going.
follow Torvi. I'm not leaving her behind. I'm not leaving her behind.
We're going.
Alright, so the whole party is following Torvi out into the woods to find this witch.
Yes.
And
Also, if it's marching or Morga, she and I are gonna have a talk.
well, funny. Give me a survival check to find your way. See if you can find the witch from the lady's directions, from Pachenka's directions.
14.
Survival, you said?
Yep.
That's going to be a
7.
23.
Yeah, Orangandir knows the wilds pretty well, and though he hasn't been in swamps a lot of his life, you guys follow him, and he
18.
yeah, you guys follow, and Josberg knows quite a bit of directions. You guys follow, going through the woods, you find your way to a familiar sight for you guys, Gosberg and Torvi. The signs of a clearing where some grass died and stuff, and tire tracks and pig tracks. Marshy Murgu was here at one point.
Oh my goodness, Marshy Morgan was here! Oh!
Who?
Oh, don't worry, she helped us, you know, kill the peoples. She gave Torvi her giant slaying sword so that we could kill giants.
It's worth mentioning.
Follow the track.
What was that?
I followed the track.
Okay, it's worth mentioning, Torvi, that your Giant Slayer rapier does work on trolls.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
It is rather worth mentioning.
Yeah, make a survival check to follow the tracks.
10.
Yeah, you follow the tracks and they go right into a pond, a pretty large pond. And then they stop. There's no tracks anywhere else around them. There's just a big old pool of water that the tracks stop at. They seem like they go right into them.
I take off my armor.
Okay.
And I dive in.
You dive into the water. It's murky.
How long does she have to breathe?
You're in the water.
I swim down as far as I
Yeah,
can.
you touch the bottom. You touch the dirt, the mud.
And?
I
How does
search
it
for
feel?
anything that's down there.
There's nothing but dirt down there and rocks.
So you went to
Mud.
the
I come back up.
So yeah, Torvi comes up. You see your friends standing on the shore waiting for you.
That
I
was
put
the
my
dip.
armor back on.
Yep.
That was the dip.
I say, let's go back to the town.
Righto!
See if we can find,
I'm
let's
gonna
see if
do
we
one
can
more
find
perception check if that's alright.
What do you want to
any
search for?
evidence of
I wanna
an
see
old
if I
woman or
found
a
any
hag
tracks.
there.
What was that, Meg?
I said, let's see if we can find any evidence of an old woman or a hag there.
All right. Make a perception check.
I want to make sure I see some, like, if I miss anything, like torn cloth or
Make
Yeah.
a what?
any.
He's trying to see if you guys missed anything. Too far.
That rolled and
That's
rolled
a
and rolled.
It was Arungandir making the check. That's super good.
Yeah, so that's gonna be +7, so that's 24.
As far as you can tell, whatever cart or fucking deal, apparently from what Gosberg and Torvi tell you, this woman's house might be on wheels, which is a revolutionary idea for the time.
It's like,
Yeah, it just drove right into this pond, and then is not here, and no tracks are leaving the pond, but there's nothing there.
I think I might call it a home mobile.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
Well, I'm not gonna call it mobile a home. No one's gonna call it that.
Why not call a home on the road?
Alright, so you guys head back to town.
An RV.
Yeah. I look in every building, every nook, every cranny, every alleyway for any sign of an old woman who shouldn't be there, or what I know of to be Marshy Morga.
Make an investigation check.
Can I also make an investigation to see if I find any corpses of peoples?
You find plenty of corpses of
Okay,
people.
cool. Because I'm going to gather them, going to put them into a pit.
Sometimes there's not a lot left.
I'm going to grab as much as I can, put them into like, just kind of like a giant funeral pyre. And I'm going to set that up on fire.
Yep,
Once
you
I gather
do so.
up all I can find.
I'm going to listen in for more of the laughter.
Alright. You can make a check. What did you get, Meg?
18.
18. Alright, with Torvi's intelligence, that's a 19.
24.
You don't hear any more of the laughter, Arungandir. Torvi, as you're searching through houses for any sign of Marshy Morga, you find a potion bottle that may have once been on her shelves. Maybe not. It looks like it had some weird red liquid in it. And there's some dried leaves and like gooey crap at the bottom. But other than that, nothing going on here in this town, in not in Merkmetal. So maybe someone had made a deal with her at some point for whoever was in that potion. A lot of good it did them.
I know, right?
You know, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna sit down and study my gauntlets and try and figure out what else they do, or if they do anything else. I really haven't looked up them.
That's good. I want it to be a surprise. It'll feel better that way.
Yeah, I've not looked them up, so.
No, you feel they do exactly what they are doing right now, making you stronger.
Okay. Damn it.
I asked everyone in the party if
Is it secret?
they've seen anything of a woman, of an old woman, or and I described Marcy Morga.
What a name.
An Arcana check on the potion.
I mean, there's not really anything left, but sure. Roll an Arcana check with disadvantage. Yeah, Rungandir, you could tell. I think you already told her that you heard some hag laughing.
I did.
So the
But
alchemist supplies.
yeah,
You did?
yeah, I think that's how you got turned on.
Would
to
I
it.
do a straight roll because the alchemist supplies give you advantage on alchemist checks? On
Sure.
potions?
Okay, that
So
was a
straight roll.
natural one.
Amazing.
That is
All right, so
going to-
the way she's described to you, I believe, 17. All right, we'll get to that in a moment. Marcy Morga is an old crone wearing tattered robes, and she does have a greenish hue to her skin, I believe. I'm trying to remember exactly what was around her house. I think she might be the one who has a cat that sounds like a panther.
That's
Like a
funny.
black
Yeah, I
cat
think
that sounds
so.
like a panther. And then, yeah, she's got a whole bunch of shit in her house. Like a book that looked like its cover was stitched human skin. And like an eyeball in a jar that watched you, like all kinds of crap. But she herself, like she was just like kind of tattered hair and tattered robes, and she's just a green woman. She was a hag.
Yeah.
17. You think at one point maybe red hue, the ingredient, maybe what the ingredients once were, maybe it was a love potion at one point?
Okay.
Perfect.
That sounds very hag-like.
Yep. Someone gave someone else date rape potion, basically,
Jesus.
that made them love them, and then trolls attacked, and both those people are probably dead.
You don't know. We can always have hope that those two are alive somewhere.
But the
You
brains
can-
are over
I
there.
take the bottle
Okay.
and I take it to Zafrab.
Yeah, Zafrab already investigated it. That's what that was for.
Okay.
Jordan was investigating the bottle.
Alright, I say, can you use this to lead us back to Marcy Morga?
I mean,
Can Fablin scry? I mean, not Fablin. Fucking goddamn it!
Fablin can scry.
You play too many gnome wizards. Can Zafrab scry?
Zafrab does not have scry. That is like a
Fifth level.
spell.
Nope.
I'm gonna go up, and there are gates, right, that are broken?
Yeah, the gates to the town.
Are they just on the ground, or are they smashed?
They've been smashed open, and you can see the rending claw marks of trolls on the gates.
I'm gonna try and put some barriers there.
Yeah, you could definitely do so.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You guys have a whole day to prep. It's not a lot you can do for a whole town, but Rassadon he wants to get out of here. He needs the help. He just doesn't know how he can get all these
I have a
people out
question.
safely
Anyone have
without
a
losing a
familiar?
bunch.
I do.
What's it do?
It's a gazer.
Can you gaither talk to people from long ranges?
Not
can meow.
really.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just makes that noise.
When it gets older. When it gets older,
Dorothy!
it'll sound like a mob boss.
What?
Yeah.
How fast can your giant lynx run?
I don't know.
Never mind.
Eric, how fast can my giant lynx run?
Oh, he's easily got a speed of like 40 feet, I think. 30 or 40 feet.
How far is that? How long is that to get back to Nutwood?
He could definitely get there faster than any of you guys.
How many
I
days
have
did
a
it take
speed of
us to get
40.
to Nutwood?
Through the swamps, it was slow going, so like 3-day trip.
Eric, I have a speed of 40. Could
Yeah.
I run? How long would it take for me? Like how many days?
It'll running. It'd be definitely you could probably do it quicker than like walking with the group, but like that'd definitely be a constitution check to try to do it as quick as you can. Plus, like running by yourself might be dangerous with the trolls about.
Right.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think it'd be easier, instead of fixing the gate, we just focus on barricade.
Fighting?
Salute.
We focus on fortifying the area around the Shantea Church.
I think we should focus on attracting and then killing as many trolls as we can.
I think we should focus on taking out
Here's what
the
I
leader.
also think I should do. We should try to find, if we can, we should get spears, bows, and javelins, or at least something that's throwable for the people, so that while the trolls are coming, they can at least help us out by shooting the arrows, throwing the spears, and throwing the javelins at the trolls from like the windows. And
So I have experience with making javelins, so I can make those.
Perhaps you can cast some spells and I can counter spell them. Because
Well, I don't have any. I only have 3 spell slots, and all of them are primarily melee based.
So I'm gonna start setting up stakes around the
church.
The church, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You and I say you can recruit some of the people who are able-bodied. The two who are still have cackle fever, are like kind of sleeping in the corner.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, but like other people will try to help sharpen sticks.
Don't focus on. Oh, it's only the level 3 or 1 spells. 2 spells.
I kind of want. How tall is the building?
How tall?
The church. Does it have a second floor?
No, it's got rafters, but it's pretty big otherwise.
Okay.
Rassadon definitely wants to get these people out.
Right.
They don't have a lot of wood left. They can't keep going out to get wood because the trolls will attack people. Because the thing about you guys, like, you guys aren't getting bothered because daytime, but also the trolls aren't nocturnal. They just like attacking people at night because it's more unsuspecting.
I have another idea. Remember what we did with the Ring of Fire?
And they're less likely to be seen. You guys are like badasses who are knocking down trees and throwing fireballs.
Remember the Ring of Fire that we did, right?
So what you're saying is go out and kill them.
No. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that Ring of Fire we did with the kindling, right? What if?
It's easier said than done because it's a lot of trolls. They overran a town.
Okay, that's a good point. I kind of want to set the entire town on fire now.
No.
Zephyr, how many fireballs can you do?
3.
Is that enough to set the town on fire?
No.
Okay.
I'm not using
How?
fireballs.
Okay.
You know
How
what?
proud
These
are trolls?
Figure out buckets or screwed.
Trolls?
They're not to.
They're not like dragons where you could trick them all the time with their own vanity, but like they probably think they're pretty awesome.
Would it
but at the same time,
would a challenge to the leader do anything?
yeah, that might do something. They have a tribal-based society. Yeah, they're not especially proud creatures. They will sometimes serve as mercenaries to other giant kind of things. They've sometimes been known to serve orcs or ogres, giants.
I'm gonna go and ask. I'm gonna go out and try and find, at the edge, and try and call out their leader.
Okay, what do you say?
Face me, or else you're a coward among your people and don't deserve leadership.
All right, yeah, make a persuasion check.
I'll lead them.
Make persuasion. Does anyone want to go out and stand with a Rungandir as he calls out their leader?
Yeah.
I'll come
What are you doing?
I'm calling out their leader.
I'll go with you.
I'll go out and have my
I'll
sword.
Don't interfere.
stay with the group.
I
just
can
in
cast a
case.
spell on you and give you dragon breath.
I cast a spell on you. So what was it? What's the roll?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Well beforehand.
That's Yoth.
Are you fine with? Are you fine with me casting a spell on you beforehand?
Sure, do it.
Alright, I'm casting dragon breath on you. It lasts for a minute.
Persuasion is where? Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have
That's
this.
20. Soft 20.
Okay.
Oh.
No?
Yeah, so Fablin casts Dragon's Breath on you.
It's 'cause, like,
You're standing out there. Torvi and Gosberg are standing with you. Karina is probably on top of a building
Mhm.
watching you guys with her bow.
Yeah.
And a minute passes. And another minute, and the spell goes away.
That's cool. This could have been really
Fuck.
like, you know, helpful right now. With help and stuff.
And how long do you wait around?
I'm gonna keep waiting. Oh, I'm gonna call out one more time and say, I guess you're a coward then.
How long has passed?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, then I cast dragon's breath again.
At what point? Because you've been waiting for 15 minutes.
Okay,
Like your
sure.
first spell. Like it's like, when are you gonna do this? Because I haven't said anything happens yet. I'm saying like, okay, 15 minutes passes.
You might want to hold on to your spells, man.
Yeah, fine.
Like,
I need to give you
During this time, can I also like gather whatever scrap metal I can? I want to try to make like.
you cannot be standing with them and
I
scrapping.
never said I was. I never said I was standing with them.
All
I
right.
said I was with the group, with the survivors.
Oh, okay.
So can I just go? I'm just gonna go around, grab like bits of metal and stuff. I'm gonna try to make metal barricades and traps.
Yeah, you could definitely try. What kind of traps?
Mostly just like spikes and stuff. You know, if they're running, the spikes and just stab them and stuff like that. Nothing too complicated.
Okay, yeah. I think after the 15-minute mark, after the 20-minute mark, you see some trolls very much keeping their distance. They're like 300 feet away, and you see one especially big troll lumber up with an embroidered loincloth
Yes!
and a crown. No, I'm fucking.
Damn it.
No.
You must be the Prince of Troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one troll that's definitely the leader.
Does he have at least polka dots on it?
No, he does not have polka dots.
Damn it.
Like, he's just a very big troll.
Trolls
And he-
instinctively know that the bigger you are, you're the more likely.
The
you're
harder they
boss.
fall. Okay.
And he yells at you. He's like, "What do you want?"
I'm gonna
This is
yell,
all in giant, so you guys don't understand shit.
fight me for the control of your clan.
You cannot lead, troll.
Well, you obviously can't. You couldn't save your men from dying last night.
Fire throwers. Nasty magic fire throwers.
No magic. Well, not fire magic anyways. Face me.
And this stuff you guys are yelling across
Yeah,
from
we're-
each other like hundreds of feet away.
Are
What?
there some behind him
A few.
in a line?
No, not in a line.
Okay.
Can I
It's
hear
okay.
all this
That spell
screaming?
would be great for a tunnel.
I'd say no, because you're in town.
That's fine.
You might hear a little bit. It's quiet, so like you might hear a Rungandir like yelling, and he's a big dude with a big voice. So, but like you don't understand shit because you don't speak giant.
Okay. I'll
Uh,
continue making the very simple traps and stuff.
yeah. He responds like, "Oh, I will fight you. I will rip the flesh from your bones tonight."
I spit on the ground. Do it now, coward.
And he goes off into the woods, into the swamp. I mean.
I call out, you can't fight without your men helping you, can you?
You get no response.
This guy's okay. This guy's not gonna be baited. He's smart.
I mean, it's smart enough for a troll.
Are we doing this?
What'd you say?
Are we doing this?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Going after him.
Screw it. Do it. Shoot at him.
Oh, is he within the range of fireball?
What's the range?
150. 100.
No, he's
50
at 300
feet,
feet. He's at 300 feet.
Okay, so then I won't do it too. Okay.
They learned their lesson. They don't like you.
Yeah.
If they catch you, you're going to have the worst torture ever.
I think it'll just swallow you
They
whole.
can try and hit me.
They don't need to hit you. They just need to grab
What
you.
is this?
They're not gonna hit you. They're gonna grab you and torture you forever.
Tickle.
Yeah,
torture.
did you do anything else, guys?
Wait, what did Arungadir say?
Well, there's no point going after them in the forest. I like the wide open clearing, in the front of the
Church.
Yeah. So that's where we'll make our stand and kill as many as we can.
Well, we
So,
can prove that he's weak.
well, yeah, if we are able to kill their leader, that's going to be our main goal.
If we kill him, that proves that he's weak and disbands the troll.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go a little bit further into the croppings of the forest and knock down some trees for more splints for torch, like tiki torch style,
Okay, yeah. And I think you spent a lot of the day setting up traps and spears and torches
lighting up
and
the
stuff.
area.
So like it's getting dark. It's getting to evening again by the time you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll have visibility when fighting.
Yes, but yeah, you tiki torch the area, yeah. And I think
I just thought of something we could have done. We could have set fires in certain paths that the trolls would take, so that we could funnel them down a path that we like know. You know what I'm saying?
Are there wagons and things like that?
there are, yeah,
Can we set them up in a line at the front of the gate?
yeah.
I assume that's the only entrance.
There's more than one gate, but yes,
Okay.
there's 3 gates out of town.
Okay.
They're all broken open similarly though.
All right. We'll stop up. We'll block up.
The big problem is there's no horses.
Right. So we'll do our best with whatever debris we have to block up some of the gates, like 2 at least, and then keep one of them open.
Should we set the gates up for the wagons on fire?
Mm.
Because the trolls don't like fire, but we know they can break down a metal gate.
Are there battlements?
Battlements?
Throw them
Yeah.
in fire.
There's it's sort of a similar situation to Nutwood. Like this is a dangerous area, so they kind of have areas people can stand up and shoot arrows or poke spears at people from.
Sure. We'll try and make the path where we have flammable, and then if you can have some kind of item, some kind of you know what? I'm gonna haul a log up there, and then we'll try and make it flammable, and when you light it on fire, knock it down to cut them off once a lot of them funnel through.
We can try that, yeah.
Let's try it.
All right, yeah, no, I'll say do it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
But just so you know, the traps I have planted are basically I'm making a pike wall in a way. You know what I'm saying? So like.
So yeah, so what we have is we have this 2-line wall that we're gonna set on fire, cut them off, and they have to run through stakes that are stuck in the ground. We'll have to run through those.
Okay, I can't hear you guys. I'm sorry. What's going
They're
on?
setting up traps.
Okay.
Stakes that are stuck in the ground and a log that'll fall on
The
them.
thing is, we're also going to need a secondary position.
Right.
Because
No,
like,
we'll fall back to the church.
You sure? Because that's pretty much where everyone is. If we fail the first wave, if the first position is gone, and then we run all the way back to the church, and we fail that, pretty much everyone's dead.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, the church is fortified.
Yeah, good point.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
Well, you guys are prepping that, like you're like almost done, and then a black cat runs through the gate. in towards the church
Well,
and
we're
towards
screwed.
town.
I quit. I'm out. Peace.
She leaps between the spikes and starts heading towards the church.
Okay. I follow the black cat.
Oh shit.
Take care of
Oh
that.
shit.
Lady.
Okay.
Kill the cat.
I say, boys.
What?
She says, "Boys,
Yeah.
Yes.
I say, boys, can you take this one without me?
What? I'm actually serious. What?
what'd you say?
Can you take this one without me?
Chase this one?
Take this one without her.
You mean the trolls or the black
There's
cat?
no trolls attacking you. You
No.
just chase the fucking cat."
Okay, I chased the cat.
God damn it.
She's scared. She's scared of the cat.
Yeah, Zaphrab and Torvi chase the cat. And as you're following it, you hear like what sounds like the purring of a panther
Yeah.
as
okay.
it's panting and going around. And it gets to the church. And you step inside following it. And people are looking at this fucking cat. And it looks at the woman Pachenka. And it says, in a man's voice, "Tonight, be prepared to run."
Wait, what does it say?
What?
Tonight, be prepared to
Be
run.
prepared to run if you want to live. He says,
I'm gonna say right now.
"Tonight, be prepared to run. If you want your lives,
Okay.
your salvation is at hand. Follow the old woman and the pink fire."
I'm not there, so
Who is he talking to?
He's talking to the group as a whole, but mostly he's looking at Pachenka, the woman who made the deal with Marshy Morga. And she's
Okay.
like, "We are saved!"
Why does the Pachinka sound like Roddy Rumps?
Sorry, I only have like one old lady voice. She's like, "We are saved!
We are.
We are saved! We have been saved! I told you the woods which can solve all our problems."
Jonathan, you and me we're setting up the log trap, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say to the old woman, I say everything comes with a price. And then I say to the cat, where is she?
The cat begins running off.
I chase the cat.
Alright, we're gonna turn this into a thing. Let me look at the speed of cat real quick.
I don't think I can chase after a cat.
I can look it up right now, actually.
I did not
I don't think it's in there.
fly.
Yeah, no,
Misty step.
that cat gets the fuck away from you.
Why was
Like,
it
it's way faster than you, and it starts climbing up buildings.
Damn it, Sabrina.
Or don't
You can
I yell
follow
at
it.
Marina,
Cats have a
chase
speed
the
of 40.
cat.
I know, I looked at it just now.
Oh, okay.
Misty step.
You ain't touching this cat.
I
What
yell
was that?
at Karina to chase the cat.
Karina attempts to help you chase the cat. But she can't climb buildings any faster than you, so
She's a lynx.
Asgarix is a lynx.
Oh, I have Asterisk to chase the cat.
Asgarix does not have a climb speed, but he can jump pretty baller. So yeah, what do you
I
want
have
Asgarix to do?
Zip out the cat.
What do you want Asgarix to do?
Zip the cat out.
I mean, it's not missing. You can see it. It's on a roof.
Okay, I just follow it then.
Alright, it's just sitting on a rooftop.
I go back to where they're setting up the traps.
I would like to climb.
Yes.
Peepers is looking at the cat hungrily.
Okay.
Actually,
Peepers, no, don't eat the cat.
actually, look in Volos for me. I think Peepers is gonna shoot a beam at it.
Peepers, no.
I'm gonna roll a save for the cat. Yeah, roll. Look, I have Volos in the book right next to you, mother. Oh no, wait, no, I don't. Never mind. Look it up.
Yeah!
I didn't bring
I
Volos out.
bookmarked the page with.
He's all the way in the back in the beholder section.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll a save for the cat, regardless of whatever the fuck it is.
so I guess it's That's going to be a
If we
1d4 to
kill
determine
her
which
cat.
one.
Yeah, roll a d4 to determine what it does.
It's a 1. That's a phasing ray. DC 12 wisdom throw or be charmed until the start of the gazer's next turn.
DC 12?
Yes.
It just makes it. So it rolled a 12, and I don't think it has a big plus.
Wow.
So yeah, the Peeper shoots a little beam at it, and it hits the cat's face, and the cat kind of like paws it away, and like goes running off to the other side of the house. And Peeper's just like, ah!
Peepers, no. We're going back to where the
Okay.
traps are being set up.
I'm climbing the house.
All right, make an athletics check.
She's gone crazy.
That's a natural 1.
Crapping down.
You start going up like a drain pipe kind of thing,
Yeah.
and then it breaks, and you just kind of fall down embarrassingly.
I try again.
Why?
This is like,
Yeah, roll
What
again.
time is it currently in the space?
It's getting darker.
That's better. 13.
Yeah, Karina gives you a boost, and you get up on the house, and then the cat, as soon as you're up there, the cat jumps down and goes and hops onto a different roof.
How far away is it?
Oh my god!
Let the cat go! We have
I'm
bigger
making this
problems.
as hard as catching an actual cat that doesn't want to be caught.
We're having a freaking troll battle in like 5 minutes.
Why don't we just let her help?
Meg, my phone is dying. I just want you to know that.
Mine is 2. Plug it in.
Plug yours in. I'm outside!
Use
do you
the
have
extension cord.
What is that?
battery pack?
Do you have a cord for it?
Yeah.
Get that.
Alright, we'll take a 5-minute break. So do you give up on the cat or not? Cat or not?
I'm sitting on so many
I
different things.
would like to jump to the next room.
That's too far to jump.
Okay.
Why don't we just focus on...
I'm going to have Asbury. Or I'm going to suggest that Asbury keep an eye on the cat and watch it as we fight the trolls.
He says, okay, I don't want to be anywhere near the fire anyways.
I mean,
Okay.
he covered it first, so.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
and
a while ago
I say
he was going to be here.
follow it if
like,
it goes
I don't know.
anywhere.
4:30.
He'll try. He's got to go home and he got out late and all kinds of shit.
Okay.
Where are you going, Torby?
I say to Asgrix, follow it if it goes anywhere, but don't get too close to an old woman.
Got it. It's not going anywhere at the moment, but yeah. You do so, and then you guys are preparing, and things are getting dark, and you can hear the trolls getting riled up again. Woo!
Guys, we need to have
Yeah.
our own battle cry.
And you hear what sounds like a small troll war chant.
Kick it in the crowd.
Yeah,
I say
it basically
to-
amounts to... It doesn't rhyme in English, but it basically means eat human stew, humans eat human stew, humans, human, yummy, human, yeah.
So I see like some trolls doing that.
You catch one or two. You catch some of them doing that, and then like they see that you're watching them, and they kind of look embarrassed, and they go deeper in the swamp, and you hear them continue.
What are they doing? What are they saying? It looks fun. I might want to join in.
Well, you don't want to know.
Really? Why? I could take it. Are they talking about Ents? Are they sending in Ents?
No, they want to eat you.
I forgot
Oh.
about you and Ents.
Honestly, that is a lot better than Ents.
All right, so what, Meg?
I was going to say to Aragundir and Saffron and Gogberg that maybe we should hit them there
While they're dancing.
since we defended the town.
Well, no, since we're defending the town, the moment we go on the offensive, we lose. That's how town defense works,
It is
Meg.
a big town,
There
though.
are not many of us,
I mean, it's not a big town. It's a town, and you are 5 people.
including the elf, I assume.
Six with
Say
the
that we
elf,
got
and then
us
you
by
have
surprise.
10 children and 15 common folk.
Good. Like, children can be distractions.
What? Does Hirugundir say this?
We attach fire
And
to
also
their
a
backs
cat
and send them out.
and a gazer.
But okay, so I mean the witch hag person
We'll come and help.
already said sent her familiar in order to tell the townsfolk about a way out. So I guess all we really need to do is just
Kill as many as we can until the time is.
yeah, and we'll also keep them safe until they can leave.
Okay, my argument here is that you guys are only a few people, and you can't protect all of the gates without splitting yourselves up.
Right.
That's why we barricaded the other gates.
How many of them are in the camp right now? Like, how grouped together are they in the camp?
They're not in a camp.
Yeah.
They were just some of them dancing out in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
They're getting themselves hyped up.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no
You hear one of them, he's like, "Do you like the taste of humans? Yeah! Do you want to feast on their flesh and bones? Yes, sir!
I have an idea, guys. If they want to eat humans so bad, why can't we just put
Do
like,
you want to
pieces of
munch on
wood?
any humanoid within 6 miles of here? I
Never
want to
mind.
feast on every humanoid in the world!"
Never mind.
Let's kill him. Alright, well then, fine. We'll do what we can until the old woman shows up. That's all we can do.
Hopefully she will not show up with ants.
Destroy the Mayans!
Where's
Yeah,
Patty
so you
asking
guys
me to
are, so night strikes.
20 zombies when you need
Night strikes.
do-
Okay.
The trolls are riling themselves up. They're getting closer. You hear the voice of their leader joining in the song. Eat human, stool human, yummy, yummy human goo.
How far away is he from the gate?
You can't see him right now because your dark vision doesn't go that far. Also, use very heavy cover in the swamp. But you hear lots of trolls. Where is everyone at the moment?
I'm by the gate.
I'm with the group.
Are you?
Or
Would
I'll
you
run
be
in
on
here.
top of the battlements, ready to knock the log over?
Yeah.
I'm on the bottom.
I am by Arundinir with my swords out.
With your what?
Swords
With
out.
my swords out, my rapiers.
Okay. You guys are all doing that?
Yeah.
I am looking around though and listening for any people behind me and at the other gate.
Okay, yeah.
I'm casting mage armor.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
Okay.
Oh,
Non-concentration.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's why it's so
You know what I love about
It's a
the
great
warlocks?
spell.
You can get mage armor as a. You can turn mage armor into a freaking cantrip.
Yeah, but I mean, with warlocks, you already.
Alright, so, you guys are waiting. You're waiting and waiting, and the trolls are getting closer. You can hear their songs, their creepy songs.
Mm-hmm. And
And then they begin attacking.
do you want us to
Some of them are attempting to climb over the gates. Some of them
trying to climb over the gates?
are rushing right at the gates.
I'm going
Some of them are trying to, you can hear them trying to break down the other gates.
I'm sure set them on fire, honestly.
You guys have the log, so you can do the log on the.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Is the gate open with the log thing?
Yeah, it's open, ready
Alright.
for them to funnel in. The other ones should be set on fire.
The other gates?
Yeah, the other gates should probably be set on fire.
And how do.
Let's say
Are
we
they
had
already on fire?
no. Let's say we had 2 townspeople light them when
Okay.
they started attacking, and then run off back to the fortress, well, the church. All right. So they're coming through.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Nah, we'll consider this loose initiative. What do you guys want to do?
So, do I see a group of them? Like, so they're. Or is there any group of them further back that I can see?
Yeah, we'll say so.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
Alright. You do so. Do it! Live your fiery ball dreams!
I'm gonna, while he's doing that, I'm gonna light the 2 rows on fire.
Rows of what?
Like, remember we had it like a funnel?
Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, you do so. And as you do so, you see the trolls that are running towards the gate, like they kind of like, and they start slowing down and stopping and not getting near it.
Okay, just give me the signal when to like set the log on fire.
So I'm gonna stand right there, waiting for them to come through.
How many would you say I'd be able to get with a fireball?
They're all just clustered in front of the gate, aren't they?
This time about 7.
Alright, and so they need to make dex saving throws.
What is it?
Where's the leader? Do I see him?
Nope.
You
Okay,
have
then
a
I'm just gonna start
moonbeam?
hacking at these trolls.
I'm level 4. I would have if I was level 5.
Ah.
I'm level 4.
Do you like Moonbeam? It's pretty good.
I used it in the
Yeah, I remember. You were what level then?
5 because Eric, I had to let myself up in order to give myself a fighting chance against a horde of orcs.
Well, because he's in 2 campaigns, and
Yeah.
like he was a different level for each. Fuck it, you're temporarily level 5 again.
Okay.
Get 10 extra hit points and your moonbeam and fucking like
moon with beams.
Lovely then. Okay.
and an extra attack.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your DC again?
17?
Dex save?
Yeah.
They all fail except for one of them.
Alright, that's 24.
Who, much in the fashion of Usain Bork.
Sorry.
Hey!
There's always one.
There's always one. The rest of them fail.
So yeah, that's 25 points fire damage.
Okay, yeah, they take that. They're like, ah, and they begin like hiding in the swamp again.
Alright, I'm
Fancies.
poking at him.
What was that?
I'm poking at him.
Poking at them.
They're not near enough to poke.
Alright,
Okay, then
since
are
it's,
any of us close together? Like within 10 feet of each other?
Sure, there's like 3 that are close together.
I'm gonna take out my
You don't
unbreakable
have-
arrow.
I'm re-ruling this. You don't have to have a magical arrow to use your arcane shots.
Oh, then I'll just do a regular arrow
Doesn't make sense. Not everyone has magical arrows.
and make a bursting arrow. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can use your bursting arrow.
Yeah.
Alright. They need to make a saving throw, I believe. But also make your attack against the original one.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. That is a 14.
Actually, there's no fucking saving throw, so just roll me another 2d6 on top of your damage.
Okay.
14 does not hit, however.
What?
14 does not hit, but you do have a second arrow.
What? Even with my modifiers?
Oh, you didn't add your modifier? Okay, yeah, then you hit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I don't know what my modifiers are.
You're good. You hit. Alright. Yeah, so d8 plus 2d6.
D8. There it is.
Quickly, Meg, we have limited time today.
17.
Alright, 17 points of damage. You have a second arrow if you want, but for now, just do that real quick. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll shoot arrows too. Just lob them.
Yeah, give me attack rolls. Moonbeam
It
is
was
regular
a 19
PHP.
to hit, 8 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, one of them is fucked up.
One of them is 11,
Doesn't hit.
and that one's 10. So no.
Those, yeah, you can't hit anything. It's too dark out here.
Okay.
So then, would I be able to do anything else other than the fireball? Action-wise?
I'm letting everyone else get their turns in.
Okay.
Gosberg, what do you do?
I'll cast Moonbeam, I guess.
The brilliant moonbeam! He summons the moonbeam! Where do you summon it?
What's the biggest cluster right now?
One of the clusters Zaprab hit, and that Jorvy just hit with arrows.
I'll go for the one with that I've hit.
They're
I'll get as
bursting.
many of those guys as I can inside.
Yeah, you can get that same group of 3 that's getting picked on by all you guys.
Okay. And let me see here. Moonbeam. Damage.
It's like 3d10, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. No, 2d10. It's 2d10. They have to do Constitution saving throw first.
They will do so, but they are giants. So they're kind of good at this. The lowest one was a 16.
16? They'll make it.
Alright, they both take half. Well, they take half on their turn, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. So just
go for it.
Okay, they're gonna take 5 points of damage if they succeed. If they succeeded.
They did. Alright, so Alright, so that happens. So yeah, you guys are shooting arrows. Zafrab shoots a fireball. Gaussberg summons the moonbeam. Karina is taking pot shots. What was that, Meg?
Where is the moonbeam?
Where is it? Oh yeah, it's outside. It's out. It's out. It just hit the guys you hit.
Okay.
So?
They're all still alive. Some of them are badly burnt. Very badly burnt.
Are they funneling into the little?
They are not. They don't like the fire.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna throw my crystal dagger at them.
Okay, you will do so on the next round of initiative. For now, though, you all hear very far away.
Kill her!
Very far away. I want to point out that they never actually fought Marshy Morga.
Yeah, I know.
If anything, she helped you guys.
I don't understand why they have such a vendetta.
I don't have a vendetta. Torby has a vendetta.
I don't know why Torby does.
She gave her hair.
Wait, what?
Marshy Morga has her hair.
Oh. What can she do with that?
DM's discretion.
I don't know.
She just wants it. She's making a wig?
I mean, she might be.
She also might be making.
It's a possibility. I'm not going to rule it out.
She also
Meg, you
might
still
be
there?
Making a Torby clone.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard.
Yeah, you heard Marshy Morga?
Yeah, I'm deciding what to do.
Yeah, and then slowly, shortly after you hear that laughter, you hear, ah! Someone, a male voice yell, and you can kind of see, like, kind of pink light coming from the other end of town, like where the other gate was.
Okay. I run.
But heading towards it. You're still very far away from that gate.
Okay.
Okay. How far away from that gate am I?
What was that, Torby?
How far away from that gate am I?
You're very far. It's a fucking town.
Alright, okay.
It's a village.
Okay.
The gates are not close together. That's the point of having gates, that you have multiple places because it's big. It's not like a house where it's like, you know, the front door is fine. We don't need much else. Front door and a back door.
I take a breath. I say, another time. And then I look, and are any of the trolls climbing the gates in a line?
Sure, we'll say there's 4 in a line that are getting up.
Make sure you stay in tight formation.
Okay. I would like to use my piercing arrow. I believe I have that, yeah?
You do.
Don't worry, lads.
Okay.
If we're in a straight line, nothing can hurt us.
Yeah, tactics.
Yeah, so I will step out and shoot that.
Alright, you may do so.
So I don't make an attack roll.
You do not. You shoot the arrow in a line 1 foot wide and 30 feet long before disappearing. Passes through objects. So yeah, each one of them takes the damage from the arrow and an extra d6.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and roll that however you do, please. Maybe just roll a d8 and a d6 and just that'll be for everyone.
Okay, that's
Does she add modifiers? Or no?
13
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
plus my modifiers.
13. Okay, so 18 points of damage to all 4 of those trolls. So they're all climbing up on the gate. Some of them have finally managed to get up. And then Torby goes and just shoots an arrow. It glows with a little bit of purple arcane light. And then it shoots through all 4 of them. And 2 of them actually fall off like, ow! And then 2 of them like manage to hoist themselves up onto the wall. They're like,
The tactics don't work!
And then I'm going to take another shot. Just a regular shot.
alright, you can do so. Anyone else who wants to attack can do so. Otherwise, other actions are also an option.
I'm just
17 to hit.
17 will hit one of the trolls.
I'm going to have my gazer do a ray on each of them.
6 damage.
How many rays does he get?
When he does a ray attack, he actually gets 2 rays,
Okay, he gets 2 rays.
and they're both at range.
Okay, yeah, Peepers appears in front of them, and he's like,
So frost ray on one of them.
an ice beam shoots out of one eye.
They must
Hits him right.
Yeah, that one must succeed at DC 12 dexterity save.
19.
Okay, passes.
So he gets shot in the face with ice, and he's like, ah!
Passes. And then the second one, telekinetic ray. Probably nothing happens.
What?
Because it says if the creature is medium or smaller.
Okay.
So
Is
he
it
just
large?
shoots a
So a little telekinetic ray shoots at the other one, he's like, and it like lifts him up like a little bit, and he's like, ah! And he's just like, Peeper's just shooting these eye beams at these things and doing nothing.
I'm gonna throw my crystal dagger at some of the trolls. I don't know, at one of the trolls, the one that looks the weakest.
Okay, yeah, you may do so.
Okay.
Then
And they take, some more take damage from your moonbeam.
Yeah.
is there like another large group at all?
Sure.
Okay.
There's a mass that's kind of like trying to get up on, go around,
Okay.
that you can just barely hit the fringes of.
Yeah, I'll
They're
hit,
trying to get around you guys in your fiery bundle of
Strength,
death.
right?
I'll hit them with fire.
You can.
Okay.
And you can make 2 attacks, because I'll say after you throw it, it comes back to your hand and you can throw
Okay,
it
well I
again.
got nat 20 and 18.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Roll 3d4.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 9 points of damage on the first one. The one that's not nat 20. And... do I add the +1 to both rolls or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you casting?
He's throwing his magical dagger.
Okay, let me... okay, so that's going... 12 points of damage on the second one. So
Alright,
in total... 21 points of damage.
Yeah, alright, yeah. You toss it, I'll say you toss it at one of the ones.
The one side looks the most wounded.
Yeah, you see what is probably the most wounded one, and you chuck the dagger at him. And then the dagger disappears, pops back into your hand, and you throw it at him again. What? And it pops back in your hand again. And you see the wounds beginning to seal up.
Oh, come on!
But he's definitely the most bloodied.
Oh, and you can do yours first.
So
Deck saves all around, yes?
yeah, that's it. All around.
Orangandir, what would you like to do?
Just roll my
Are there any by the gate?
There's a few.
You know what? I'm just gonna run up and smash a few if I can.
Yeah, you may do so. One of them rolled a nat 20, so the same one who got half damage on that one, the last one I'm gonna say, he decided to go around, he's like, I can avoid these fuckers. And then you fireball again, and he's like, nope!
It's Usain.
And he does a dive that doesn't completely protect him, his huge body, but he's like protected by a tree for like half a second when the fireball hits. And he goes into a duck roll and he keeps running. He's like, ha ha!
Usain Tolt. I don't know.
Troll!
Usain Tolt.
So that's 23 fire damage.
Yeah, no, a bunch of them get fucked up again.
I'm raging, by the way.
Yeah, you rage. You can fuck some trolls up.
As my bonus action, I'm going to move the moonbeam to that troll. that's running. He's saying troll.
He's too far.
Oh, never mind.
You can get it on the guy that you just hit, though.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you move the moon. You hit it with the dagger, and he's looking at you with death in his eyes. And you go, eh? And he's like, what? And then the moonbeam moves onto him, and he's being pushed down. He's like, no! And disintegrates.
Nice. So he's actually dead now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 1 kill!
Are there any close enough for me to use my rapiers?
Not yet. You used your action already. The rest of you guys, at the end of your turns, at the end of the round, actually, Arungandir still needs to attack.
Right. So that one was a. Sorry, that one was going to be a.
However, the troll that you get up with is going to try to attack.
25.
All right, 25 will absolutely hit.
And then I'm gonna roll it again.
Okay, wow. I'm assuming your AC is higher than 13, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the highest one. The other two were
No,
natural
he's not
2s.
hitting me.
So this one troll that tries to attack you goes and tries to hit you 3 times with his claws and tries to bite you. And then a second one tries to do the same goddamn thing. And the highest there was... Okay, that's a 20 and a 17. And an 11.
20, 17, and 11?
Yes.
Those don't hit.
What the hell will hit you?
No, the 20 will hit me.
Okay.
So 20s hit you, though. That's what we know it hits you.
Yeah, well, I'm raging, so I currently have an AC of 20.
Yeah, you would have taken 16 points of damage, but you take half that.
Yeah.
So you take 8 points of damage instead.
I don't need to rage to have an AC of 20.
Wow, that's great.
Just out of curiosity, Eric, what are my hit points?
What?
So I can keep track. What are my hit points? So I can keep
What are
track.
her hit points?
She's at max right
Your
now.
hit points are 68.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Next up, the trolls are doing their things. They're coming up at you guys.
Did I do any damage to him?
Huh?
It doesn't matter. I did.
Did you hit?
Yeah, I did hit.
Yeah, you do.
So, and then we roll one more time for damage.
What I want to do for my bonus action is
It's gonna be 12.
I want
that
to
one
go
doesn't hit, right?
and cast Dragon's Breath on him.
You cast Dragon's Breath on Arungandir.
So, until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type, which I'm choosing fire, in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 damage of the chosen type on a failed save, or have as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. So can I use that, or?
On the next round.
Okay. So that's going to be 13 points of damage.
Alright, one of them you just smack him right in the face. And you see his jaw kind of resetting like as their bodies heal.
Okay.
Next round, end of the round, you hear the witch cackling again. And you hear what sounds like something crashing through a bunch of wood and metal. And it sounded like it came from one of the gates.
Oh shit. It's an ant.
And you hear that same masculine yell.
Does it sound like anybody we know?
Sounds like Marshy Morga.
Just
So
so
the
you know,
masculine yell.
Oh, no. You've never heard this before.
just so you know,
Okay.
in order to cast that spell on him, I would have had to get right up to it.
Okay, that's fine.
And
Crap.
Peeper's gonna do raise again on the 2 that are up here.
Don't worry about it. I know all my stuff.
Alright, so, third round.
Mm-hmm.
The trolls are going to try to attack you guys.
Oh.
So 3 attacks against Fablin, 3 attacks against... Okay. Arungandir. Fablin, that's a natural 20, a 26, and an 11 to hit you.
Do you think those hit?
Okay, so 26 and the natural 20 will hit.
Alright, yeah. So this is 2 claws. First claw deals 11 points of damage. Second claw deals 10 points of damage. And then Arungandir, the one you're grappling with, is going to try to hit you. He gets a 12, a 13, or 14, and a 20 to hit you.
He hits me with a 20.
Alright, yeah, you take
Where are you right now?
reduced.
And by throwing me the
Okay,
four,
Gosbert won't be able to get over because definitely know you're being attacked.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh no.
And then a second troll comes up, and he's going to try to fuck you up too. One of those is a natural 1, however, those 2 are definitely going to hit. So he hits you with his bite, which doesn't damage you as much as the claws. So this one of these trolls bites you. Fablin, you get torn apart by claws, tearing through your magical defenses. Arungandir, you take...
Also, Zafraf.
I mean... Huh?
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
You said Fable.
God damn it, did I do that again?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I got too used to you playing as Fablin. Arungandir, one troll comes up, slashes you a few times. The second one, another one comes up, slashes you once, and then bites you with his massive, grody teeth. The bite deals 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then his other claw, oh, that's not a lot at all. You take 3 points of damage from the other one.
And another 3 points of damage?
Yep.
So 4, 4, and 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So 12 points, 11 points of damage total. Alright. What does everyone else want to do?
So, I'm casting
Are
Misty
there
Step
questions for me to stab?
to go back 30
Yes.
feet.
What was that?
I'm casting Misty Step to go back 30 feet.
Alright, Zephyr Misty Steps.
And then Peeper's gonna
Okay, I'm gonna stabby stab.
Alright,
I need to
do the stabby stab, Torby. Zafrab is having peepers use his things.
Fine. Okay, so
My non-giant slayer rapier is an 8.
Alright, and you can attack twice, so you can just attack twice with your rapier, your regular giant slayer rapier.
Oh, I can?
Yeah. But the third bonus action attack, you have to use your regular rapier.
Okay. Then, that will be an 8 for the giant slayer rapier.
A what?
Is that hit?
An 8 tote? Oh, 8 on the dice.
No, not 8 on the dice.
Oh, with the giant slayer rapier? Yeah, that's enough.
And a 9 on the dice.
Okay, so that's the first attack?
That was the first and the second attack.
Oh yeah, those both hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
and
deal...
what do I roll for that again?
It's 2d6 plus your regular damage. And you knock one of the trolls flat on his ass.
I gotta go.
Okay, we're about to finish
Get
up.
him all.
To speed this
Rapier
up...
is a D8, yeah?
What? Yes.
Rapier is a D8?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. It's been a long time to play Torby. Okay, that's 15 plus my modifiers for the first attack.
Alright, speed things up. Andy has to go. So...
Okay, I'm hurrying.
No, I mean I'm actually going to speed things up. So you guys do your shit, you moonbeam, you breathe fire. It's fucking awesome, if that's what you wanted to do.
Of course.
Yeah, so you breathe fire on these trolls. They're like, oh, they can breathe fire now! Torby is fucking things up with her giant slayer rapier. I think she actually kills one of the trolls that you just breathed fire on. What does Peepers do? What did Peepers get?
He got, one of them is the ice ray, so that's another saving throw.
Yeah, it failed. So I think Peepers knocks one down.
It's the 3d6 ice.
And then
But he's like,
at the end of my turn,
this
I
troll is
wanna
just
run
unconscious
back
on the ground, and you can see it
towards-
healing up.
And then
What?
the other one was telekinetic ray again. He keeps trying to move them.
So yeah, to speed this up, you guys see now, you look behind you, you hear, get out of the way, dumbasses! And you see a hut on wheels, a little cottage on wheels, pulled by 2 boars, heading right towards you guys on the roads from this town. And sitting on the porch at the reins is an old green-skinned lady with a witch's hat that she's clutching to her head with one hand. Sitting and standing on the roof is a little blue person who's like zipping around, like looking behind them. And then behind the house that's coming towards you guys at full speed, and they're going Dukes of Hazzard style, like they're hitting bumps. They're doing like the cottage jumps like a little bit. She's like, "Get out of the way!" The boars are going full speed. They've got bits of wood from the barricade you had on the other gate on their tusks, and behind them, you see running full speed after them, yelling, angry. Standing 16 feet tall. What looks like a centaur at first. But it's too strange and different to be a centaur. His ears are large, oversized. He's wearing a very nice purple vest. He's wielding a glaive, a gigantic glaive fitted for his gigantic form. His skin is reddish in nature. His eyes are burning with hatred. He has long, dark hair going down his back. This centaurish man. But the most striking thing about him is that he is absolutely covered. Him and his weapon, his entire body, all 16 feet of it, is wreathed in pink flame. And you see, "Damn you, witch!" And he's chasing after this woman. And you see, as she gets closer, there are baskets of what look like rotted material sitting on her porch. And she's like, "Get out of the way!"
Okay.
Or not! I don't give a preference! I don't give a flying fuck!
I'm getting
I
out of the
jump
way.
out of the way.
Yeah, so everyone get out of the way?
I climb up the barricades.
I get out of the way, and then I try and jump onto the hut.
How fast is this hut moving, by the way? Like, give me a speed.
Oh. How fast can a car move? I'd say it's going as fast as a car can. In this
Cars can go up 120 feet.
Yeah, she's easily... If there's a speed limit for this small town, Morga's breaking it. Like, she's going very fast.
I get out of the way, get ready, and jump before it gets to me, and like stick my rapier.
Make a dexterity check to see if you can even do that. The rest of you, I say, yeah, you get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of the way.
That's a 19.
All right. So the rest of you are like, "Ah!" and you get out of the way. The boars come and just slam through the fire and barricade that you created here. Shit goes flying. There's a troll who was not able to get out of the way because he was engaged with you guys, and he like looked at, and he was like, "Whoa!" and he was deer in the headlights, and the boars just trample him. And then he's like kind of in the ground after, like, Torvi jumps on to the cottage. Make an attack roll against the cottage, actually, Torvi.
Okay.
To see if you can poke your rapier into solid wood.
That is an 11.
That does not pierce the cottage. So you jump at it, but your sword, unfortunately, is not a hook. And you hit it, and it doesn't go in, and then you are sort of in the way of this gigantic flaming centaur dude who is bearing down on you.
I try to catch myself on the wood or something, so I stay on the hut.
Make a dexterity saving throw. To try and catch the ass end of the cottage.
That's a 15 plus my modifiers, whatever that is.
Alright. Yeah, you catch, God, what would there even be? You catch...
Railing?
Railing?
Yeah, you catch a flower pot on the back window. That's hanging out the back window.
Okay.
And you're kind of hanging on by one arm at the moment. However, to do this, you had both rapiers in your hands. So to do this, you don't have time to stow one of your rapiers, so you have to drop one of the rapiers to do this.
I dropped the non-giant slayer one.
Okay, you do so. So you're hanging on one hand on a flower pot, one on your giant slayer rapier.
Oh my god.
And the troll, who was kind of like, he was pressed into the dirt perfectly, after the boars ran over him, and he's got like boar prints in his face, and he kind of like pops his head up. Blah. And then the giant flaming centaur dude comes and barrels over him, and he's like, ah! And that dude is dead as fuck. And he's all scorched and shit.
He's like,
while this is happening,
Rosebud.
afterwards, can I,
And as this dude is running through, like, trolls are in his way and shit, and they're trying to get out of the way, and you can see just being near this dude, being in his proximity, they are getting burned. And he is cutting them with his fucking brand, getting them the fuck out of his way.
Yeah.
And you see the townsfolk are actually, like, following now, because this was the thing that they were told would work.
I'm gonna run beside them.
I'm going to cast Find Steed.
Good idea.
And then can I summon a lion?
It's a big lion, but sure.
Yeah, well, because lions are considered large, and I can ride large beasts.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I summon a lion, and I'm going to get on the thing, and I'm going to run
Ride me!
I'm going to run over, I'm going to get the old Zafra. I'm like, get on.
Alright, so I jump on it.
What does the lion look like? What does this celestial lion look like?
It's going to look like a lion made... does it have to be, like, spectral in nature, or can it just
No.
be... Okay, it's
can
going
just
to
look-
be... It's going to have a, kind of like a wheat golden body, right? But instead of mane, or hair from mane, it's going to be all made out just like wheat. In symbols, Shantea.
Alright, yeah, it's a very naturey lion.
Very naturey lion with green eyes.
By the way, can you heal me?
Oh yeah, sure. And I
Put your
back him
hand
on
on
the
his
face,
face.
and I cast Cure Wounds.
Alright, yeah, you guys do that. But you jump on this awesome lion that has wheat mane. So the Shantea lion.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
And you're chasing after it. Torvi is hanging on to this cottage with one hand.
I'm running with
I stole my rapier and
You'll,
put the
Yeah.
other hand on.
Karina and Arungandir are running with the people.
Got max heal.
After this pink flamed centaur dude, who is just cutting down trolls. And Arungandir, you're swinging your hammer to back off trolls that are trying to get at the people. Like, they see their opportunity and you're just like, no! And Rasadan, like, he has a scimitar, so he's cutting off some of them. Karina is shooting some of them with her bow. Some of the people are holding torches, like they're keeping them at bay as much as they can. They're poking them in trolls' faces.
Right.
There's still the two cackling dudes who are like,
I grabbed them both under my arm. Like,
I feel like, how does cackling fever get transmitted?
It's a good question. We'll figure that out.
I'm
in a
keeping
few
my
minutes.
head up.
Roll
Uh,
fortitude. No.
Hey, you can always cure me. It's alright.
And then,
Well, after a
so yeah,
day.
you guys are running. You're running. You're running. And
What are you looking for?
Torvi, do you do anything else?
I would like to steal my rapier, put two hands on the windowsill, and try and climb in the window.
All right.
Athletics, I say.
Yeah. Make an athletics check for me. Which you're proficient in. That's good.
Okay, you good.
Natural 20!
Want to play game?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Skill?
pull yourself up.
I'm going to hold up.
You sit on the flower pot and you try to open the window,
No, the opposite.
and the window is locked.
Good thing because I'm left.
Break the window and go in.
Okay.
All right. You make an attack roll against the window.
Okay.
Okay.
It's easy
And
with
Probably gonna
the
be
moment you
bad
mess up,
because I
you
rolled a
lose.
natural
Ready?
20.
You'll lose.
Yep, 5.
Remember, because I
Oh,
told you.
All right. Yeah. The
Well,
window
I
does
told
not
you,
break
if I
open.
hold this out, you hit it with your left hand.
Oh.
If you
I
have
try
it with this out, you hit it with your right. Okay, ready?
Okay, the cottage hits a bumpy part and kind of goes on its side for a second. Again, I was saying, this lady is going... There should be banjo music playing. That's how Dukes of Hazzard, Marshy Morgan is driving this thing. So make a dex save.
Ready? One.
Alright. That's a 17.
Also, why do you have a +6 dexterity saving throws? That's not how this matters. Oh, wait, you have a thingy, don't you? What was that?
17.
Okay, yeah, you managed to stay on.
You fail.
I'm gonna try and break the window again.
Okay. As you do, something throws something at you. Whoops.
Okay.
Your AC is 18, so you're actually super... Well, actually it's 17 at the moment, isn't it? Because you're not dual wielding.
Grandma. Don't touch him.
No, I'm
She's gonna
not.
get real mad if you do.
Alright, yeah. It still manages to miss you. But something on the roof is throwing shit at you.
No, don't. It's that one's
Oh,
broke
it's
already.
that
And
dude,
she glued
isn't it?
So
Okay.
so don't
Yeah,
touch
it's
it.
the blue thing on the roof.
Oh yeah, this part.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
Don't touch it again.
I'm still gonna try and break the window.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Hit it. Or Eric tripped over.
What's
That
what?
is a 9.
What is the goal?
Alright, you're trying to break the window with your hand and it's not working.
Alright, I'm gonna take the
And you
hilt
hear
of my rapier.
a voice from the roof go, "Hey, Marcy Margaret, we got a problem up here. Someone's hanging on the back window. You gotta shake him off. We got a straggler here." And he's like, "I'm on it!" And she takes the sharpest of turns. So I need you to make another
hold
dex
on
save.
for dear life.
Another dex save.
What is the point of this?
I don't know.
I have to go now. Yeah.
What is that? Is that a 6 or a 9?
What?
That's it's a 9.
Alright, that does not succeed. So, you fall off. You tumble to the grass. This huge centaur dude barrels past you. And Marshy Morga, they have been both booking it, the centaur and the lady, and she drives right into this pond again. And you guys see it this time. And in the moonlight, this pond is a little bit shimmery. And Marshy Morga's entire cottage, with the boars and everything, begins sinking into the pond. And she climbs up on the roof with her little blue friend. And she's like, "Alright, see you later. People, yaga, come in here, y'all gonna die.
Bye, Marcy.
Bye-bye. Sucks to be you, Bosca. Bye." And he's like, "Cover your ears, buddy."
Okay.
"Damn you, Morga!" And he like stops. Okay, you're good. And he stops at the edge of the pond water, like, and he doesn't appear to actually want to go in the water at all. And she's just sinking, like her whole house. It shouldn't be able, like, how deep this pond actually is. She shouldn't be able to. Her whole cottage shouldn't sink, but it is. And as she's lowering, she's giving him the finger until she finally descends completely below the water.
I go up to him and I say, "Why don't you want to enter?"
"I cannot." And this dude is on fire.
He's like a Charmander. If the fire goes out, he dies.
Alright. So I'm gonna tell the people. I assume we got
You
out.
got it?
Yeah, they were still
Yeah,
following
free
Marshy
water?
Morga and the centaur dude.
So I'm gonna lead them out to the main road and point them towards Nutwood.
There are still lots of trolls around trying to kill them.
Oh shoot. Then I'll keep swanning them around, keeping them
I'll
safe.
give that back.
Yeah, Pachenka is the first to jump in the water. She's like, "This is our freedom!" And she jumps in.
If you want to, you could be my little battle guy.
I point them. Go, I guess.
We're running.
So do we all go
Sure,
in
let's
water?
do
I
that.
guess.
Yeah, you can if you want.
I jump in the water with them.
I jump with.
Are we going in the water?
No, we're with the group.
The group is going in the water.
Oh,
Okay, then we're going in the water.
I'll go with the water too then.
Alright, everyone
staying
jumps
on
into
the
the
line.
water.
Yeah, we're staying on
Asgrix jumps in after you guys. Peepers is like, plops in.
Damn it, did anyone grab my sword?
Nope.
No.
What was that, buddy?
Can I go too?
Sure.
Did anyone grab my
I
sword?
would rather use.
No.
Meg
my-
Romeo's here.
I want to use my new character.
Okay, well, we're almost done
hi.
playing right now, buddy.
Romeo, Meg said hi.
So yeah, you guys go in the water, and you come up, and you see light. It's like sunrise almost.
Mhm.
And you're in the forest again, but it's daytime, and it looks a little brighter.
Yes!
And that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
What was that, dimension door?
Awesome.
Okay.
Does that mean? Do we level up?
No.
We would have if we murdered all the trolls. Oh, you guys
We
would
would
have.
have died.
Alright.
That was really good.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!
Okay.
That was
Bye.
really cool.
Oh yeah.
I need